To see how we change, there is no need to blame. Who can set my heart free? Everything has its trail, but deep inside, I'm still waiting for you to be the light. Lead me to realize. chance to fix this connection, to see how we change. There is no need to blame. We can set heart free. Everything has its trail. Like deep inside, I'm still waiting for you to be the light. Lead me to see how things change. You used to be my flame, just to wait, to stay in the darkness and rain. You flee from me, the summer I cannot wait. I made a wall, a hedge between Give me the chance to fix this connection. To see how we change, there is no need to blame. Who can set my heart free? Everything has its trail. Like deep inside, I'm still waiting for you to be the light. Lead me to realize.
Let's go.
Yes. Burger.
Perk.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kira, the owner of the Girls Frontline Corner, and I'd like to welcome you guys to Hoker's Underground Arena Season 1. Today, we're sponsored by GFC and GFEN, and we brought together 5 of the EN's highest ranking players to go head to head against CN's highest ranking players. Before we get into these, let me introduce our commentators.
Hello everyone, so Miss Simp and Diego Poster here. So you should know me for doing these event guides and ruining lower brackets on event rankings. I'll be doing the play-by-play for this tournament. I hope this tournament will be a close one between the two teams, but we know what's gonna happen. I'm accompanied by foreign veteran, GB expert, and residential shitposter, Diggers the Biggest.
Hello, hello. This is Stigus. I hope your day wasn't ruined by Ceia's abysmal introduction. I do some ranking guide writing and translation, but I'm mostly known for making the long-legged M200 chibi. I'm thrilled to be here to cast the most historic beatdown ever since Germany manhandled Brazil 7-1. Speaking of Brazil, last and certainly least, we're joined by Ian's favorite Brazilian deportee, host of Theater Brainlit Panel, Benvinda to Matt.
And Matt is in the sky right now. Okay, so
Alright. Hello, Matt. Are you here?
Thanks for having me. My name is Matt. I'm the host of the OIMEN Brainlit panel and the owner of the GK TV News Twitter. And with those introductions out of the way, I think we can move right on into the rules. So as the screen says, the match objectives, each match will be 1 hour in length and will be played in the EX difficulty. The player with the highest score at the end of the 1 hour time frame wins. 1 point for the win shall be awarded to the team. Each player plays in 1 match, so we have 5 matches total. 2 of those matches are tonight. The team with the most points at the end of the 4-week time frame shall win. This week we have an echelon limit of 4 combat echelons and 2 dummy echelons. Each player is allowed 5 local bans against their opponent, which we will bring up in a moment. They are not allowed to duplicate units, dolls, or fairies. In addition, the CN server is prohibited from using SSG 3000, M200, STAR-15, ASVAL, and HS-2000. Grape is prohibited on the EN side, as well as M4A1, P22, ASVAL, and MK23. Today we have Hoshiyomi, Shiroha, and Eoneo, and Hana versus Whim. Next week we'll have Shijun and Arcus, followed by Udachi and Breki, and Saigo versus Ferris to close it out. As mentioned earlier, 4 combat echelons and 2 dubbies for this week only. That limit will change for future weeks. And now let's move into some player introductions. Ceia.
all right, so we have Eoneo here, aka our residential hyperwell. So you may know this guy from the old event rankings, the old kill rankings. He was up on the top step for quite a long time until he got kicked out by Talk, which is amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so Eoneo is, like I said, our residential hyperwell. He regularly tops rankings, especially Core 8 rankings in theater. But he's a relatively unknown person in the community and only comes out in rankings, which is what he's doing here. Moving on to our CN opponent.
Facing Eoneo, we have Hoshi. Hoshi is a well-known ranker in the CN community as well as the EN circle. He consistently ranked in the top 10, top 100 in all of the ranking maps Mika has thrown at him. So it is going to be an extremely hard matchup against Eoneo. Yes.
Okay,
Something broke.
Technical difficulties already.
technical difficulties already.
Already. Jesus Christ. Already. Oh my god.
Ian, boys, here we
Oh,
go.
yeah, man.
Oh my
Oh my god. How? Why?
Okay,
happened?
so with that intermission, I guess we'll do some. Oh my
Also, can you like
god.
stream your
No.
OBS? Cause like we can't, there's delay between the Twitch and the OBS.
Okay. Okay,
Uh,
so since we're going to intermission, we just do some analysis then. Okay, so with the M200 SSG ban on the EN side, it's gonna be pretty interesting because EN is basically saying to CN, hey, look at those striders. Don't touch my striders.
Don't touch My Striders. Yes.
Yeah, basically, if you want to kill Striders, you need to take a longer time to kill the Striders because M200 and its G3000 nukes them pretty quickly with their short hit skill. And for the guys that don't know what a Strider is that stupid looking spider, not spiders,
Yeah.
four-legged thingy with in white, and
Yeah.
they have the evasion mode and shield mode.
Nice.
They have an evasion
And
mode and shield mode, you know.
Mhm.
So once the shield mode switches to evasion mode, M200 bypasses that.
Keep in mind that you don't need. You don't
Also,
necessarily need.
apparently CN started ahead of us. So, hey,
All right. Apparently, we've started already.
yeah, apparently.
Well, that was
Alright.
fast. Anyway, I
Like,
think.
there we go.
Yeah. I
So
think there.
while that is being set up, let me go into some of the local ban information. So as I mentioned earlier, each player is allowed to ban 5 units specifically for this one match. Today, Eoneo has banned Grape, M4, P22, N20, NTW, and Rico. So that will kind of counter some of the different strategies with some of the global bans that were applied. And on the other hand, Eoneo may not use NTW, K5, FAA, Calico, and Desert Eagle, which is, I'm guessing that's a way to remove some of the rifle handgun teams out of play here.
So, like what Matt said, the target bans are very interesting on the CN side, especially that K5 SA ban. I think that what they're trying to do is to remove any more firepower handguns. But however, we still have Mark 23 up. We still have Joe up. I don't really see the
Yeah, I
why,
don't.
you know.
Yeah, I don't see the necessary. But similar to Ian's ban of M200 and SSG doesn't necessarily stop strider kill. You may slow down the strider kills. However, it doesn't necessarily stop CM players from killing the strider. You can, you could do it theoretically do it with Deagle and perhaps other bamboos such as like DSR or like M82, A1.
Oh no,
So it's gotta be tough for the CN, but it's still possible. Um,
it is possible, but having a time waster like an illegal action, what the
and nope.
CN guy got
Looks
earlier.
like
No, illegal action. Here we go.
looks
Oh, here
like
we
illegal
go.
action in the
DN gets
Chinese
to
side of
see.
things. Um,
Yeah,
Pussy
so
gets
they
to see what the
basically
EN
just lost
client is
30
about.
seconds. 30 seconds from the
Uh,
illegal code 3.
It's okay.
yeah, I mean,
I would expect EO to have a couple of those too, to be fair with you. EN client is, oh, I'm EN, so it will come back. It is
Ian
very
tried to be
early.
notorious for.
Okay, so looking at EO stream, he parachuted his ER team down to that helipad not beside the Gustav. It's pretty close to Gustav. I think he's gonna cap that.
Yeah, and as you can see, he's also nuking all the structures along the line. So this is also a really good way to get points. If you guys don't know, these structure gives like what uh 10k each, I think, destroyed.
Yeah, 10,000 each. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is gonna be a very large source of like points in the early game if they actually manage to kill everything.
The preparators are going to be having to come out here for the CN side pretty early.
And let's talk about the safe floating. Yeah. Since look, since
Oh,
Okay.
I'm EN.
yeah, we're essentially speed running things here, right? So it's yeah, we're speed running things here. So in order to win, I think the players need to think fast and act fast, and most importantly, don't
Don't
safe
misclick.
load. You know,
Don't misclick.
yeah, don't misclick, don't safe load. Uh,
Oh, interesting. CN is running an MG team.
yeah,
They're running an MG team, which I didn't expect myself. They're using Python and Nagant Revolver with Joe. Oh, they just sacrificed two handguns for that.
yeah.
That's,
And they say gunboating in gunboating. It's
This is very
SC is
interesting. That
SC
strategy
not
is very
possible.
interesting. I don't know what
Yeah,
if
I
don't say Scum gets lasered.
yeah, just
don't save
just
scum, get lasered. You
just
cannot save
prepare for
scum.
him.
A save scum kills 30 seconds to
It's
45
time
seconds of the
killing.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it.
There's some technical difficulties on the CN side, so they're gonna reset the run due to a bug.
Okay, so there's a bug on the inside, like what Kira said. So they're gonna restart their run.
Okay.
Their Dingo literally just disappeared.
Well, the the Deagles just
Yeah. So
Weird.
let's carry on with Eoneo then, since CN is resetting. Their Dingo disappeared. It's a bug, so we're allowing them to reset.
Yeah,
yeah.
technical difficulties. Hopefully, Mika's
Ah,
devs watching the stream so they can go. Oh wait, we can fix that for next week. Mika, please.
mhm.
So, so I'm seeing some questions in some chat. What did Hoshi ban to EO? So EO may not use NTW, K5, SAA, Calico, and Deagle. And there is a link to Hoshi's stream for those that are curious.
Okay, so
I will drop it in chat.
we see EO using Joe and C93, which is pretty interesting. I think he's using the Fringe Weaver and C93 to counteract the Fringe Weaver.
Yep.
Yep, and since M200 was not banned from on the EN side, we can use M200, which helps up the cleric speed a lot.
Wait, why? Wait, why does Hoshi has like a 1 hour and 1 minute timer here?
I think
No,
it was done manually to coordinate
Yeah, I
back
think it's
to.
like
Yeah, it's
they had to
because
wait for
their
15 minutes.
countdown is to. Yeah, their countdown looks to be to a certain like set time limit, so they set that because now they're waiting to get it down to an hour.
Yep.
Yep, it's okay.
Right. Meanwhile, Eoneo uses a AR SMG team to deal with the recenter. It's very intriguing to see both players have different approaches to the recenter.
Yeah, the Reki sensor would be a lot faster with M4. However, M4 was banned, so he's forced to not use M4.
Yeah, both. Interestingly, both teams banned M4 in this time. Like, so we won't see any canon memes here, unfortunately.
Okay, so what we see you do is he's getting rid of the rocks. Each rock gives 10,000 points. So it's good to get rid of them early to get the chunk of points.
Is he trying to kill the opening a path to the zombie area, or is he just trying to get the points?
I think he's trying to get the points at this moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so while we're waiting for him to bomb the installations, let's see what the CN opener is. So the CN opener looks to be very different from Eoneo's opener. Instead of rushing to the top left side, is instead doing the middle.
Yeah, I mean it's not, you know, you can explain this by saying, hey, you're going to kill you're going to ignore the KCCO anyway. So why even bother with capturing top left, right?
But the
So
top left has a supply line, though. Supply line.
yeah, true. However, you're essentially supply line only increases points every single turn. So can you actually have that much like time to go into like turn 7 or turn 8? you know this all came into question, right?
Yeah, it all boils down to the excuse me. It all boils down to the strategy the players are employing, which is gonna be very different from each player from what I've seen so far.
Yes.
So Eoneo parachuted this 991 team up to the top right. So what I think is gonna try to do is to cap out the top right.
Yes. And
Okay. Anyway, I think your CN side is still dealing with the top left after all. Just that the prioritization is different. He did the middle first, then the top right, top left. Sorry.
interesting CN actually go for doing a wraparound instead of like capturing the top left helipad and then bomb the surrounding towers.
I would.
Instead of yes.
Sorry, I want to bring it up actually because as you're talking about that, it looks like the top left might be a priority as well because the echelon limit and the need to defend that supply line.
No, he's just capping out that helipad so that he doesn't need to defend his supply line. You see?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's using BGM to destroy the installation. BGM cap this helipad. That way, it will surround cap the supply line and secure the supply line.
Right. So turn 2, I think Eoneo is trying to push in to the Paradise zone. Um, as you can see, they I think he's starting to deploy the Paradise teams. I saw an SSG right there. So chances are that chances are he's ignoring most of the KCCO enemies except for the armored is that called Gladiator?
Which one?
The big green boy.
Green boy? The
Big
Tesla
green boy.
troopers?
No, those are Tesla troopers.
Yeah, Tesla troopers.
I think they're called
Yeah, Tesla
Minotaurs.
trooper actually
Minotaurs.
gives
Minotaurs. Minotaurs.
They're
Minotaurs.
Tesla troopers, man. They are Tesla troopers, man.
yeah.
You look at
Minotaurs
the
actually
lighting.
gives a good amount of shield, good amount of points when killed. So I'm guessing that's why Eoneo went for it. And besides, it's not situated deep within the KCCO zone, but like literally just in the outskirts of it. So
Mhm.
I'm guessing that's why Eoneo went for it and taking a bit of scratch damage on the way. It's
Okay, so
fine.
I think Eoneo is actually doing the strategy I mentioned earlier. Earlier I mentioned that the EN side should be doing the capture KCCO. Okay, it's not KCCO. Paradise side and leave 3 helipads alone so that he can camp it, so that it maximizes the points gained. However, he'll be camping under the poison nodes, which causes 40% HP damage to all units while they
Yes.
are under the poison fog in the end of turn there.
Anyway, now that Hoshi has ended his first turn, we'll see how
Yeah.
much score did he get. Last time I
No.
checked, I think Eoneo gets like what 150k per like in his first turn, I think. From what I
Yeah,
saw.
Sounds
but the
about right.
first turn is not indicative of what the final
is-
points
Oh
will be.
Yeah,
no.
what's to become? Yeah,
It's
but
gonna come down to the
he
later
can start for
turns.
Eoneo, I suppose.
Hmm,
But both teams have
okay. So
different very different approaches. So yeah, it's not very indicative of like who's gonna win, who's in the lead.
yeah, it's not very indicative right now. We need to look at turn 3, turn 4. Okay, so Eoneo is taking on the Strider. So as mentioned earlier, since CN does not have any short hit rifles at all, they're gonna have trouble with these Striders here. So they have the shield mode right now. You can see. Then they have the evasion mode. What is the invasion mode? When they jump around, M200 can just one shot them. That's why
Yes.
ENSI banned both SSG and M200 since they have the capability of doing that.
Yeah, you can essentially delete Striders without any hassle, no fuss, no mess. You just delete it. And unlike
Yeah,
in CN, which they might have a bit of trouble, as we mentioned before, because Striders aren't an easy target if you're not prepared.
yes, indeed. However, I think they have some solutions to deal with the Striders. Like we're gonna see now, since I think Hoshi is gonna engage a Strider right now.
Mhm. Let's see how Hoshi approaches this. He uses 2 hawks for the striders.
Ah, interesting. It's QBU.
It's QBU, Malzin,
Okay, it's
Grizzly,
QBU
Certigraph.
Molten. So pretty much EN has forced them to use Molten mod. Since Molten mod has a nuke
And
skill, but
as you can
however, it
see,
does not
as
nuke.
you can see, this is not one shot.
Yeah,
So
it's not one shot
so
at all.
Ian is gonna Ian is so Hoshi is gonna face a 2-phase strider, which takes quite a bit of time because the HP shield takes a lot of time to
Yeah.
actually go off.
Mhm.
But there you go. Easy for Hoshi.
Yeah, so basically what EN forced with the global bans is to force 2-phase strider instead of 1-phase strider, in turn wasting about 20 to 30 seconds of time. Not 20 to 30, yeah, about 20
Yeah.
seconds, yeah.
Yeah, I would say about
20
15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah,
About
15 to 20 seconds per strider. Keep in mind, per strider.
And that
So
is going to be
it
very
adds
costly.
this
It's
this
going to add up.
adds up really quickly as your turn. This adds up very quickly as you kill more striders. So Hoshi is gonna struggle against this department, as I say.
And for reference, compare what Hoshi just did to what EO just did in about maybe a fifth of the time.
Hmm
The one shot, just boom, gone, moved on.
Just boom, headshot.
Yeah, basically boom headshot, boom headshot.
Boom
Basically
headshot,
M200.
boom headshot.
And
Yeah,
look at Hoshi's hawk usage. Hoshi used 2 hawks, while Eoneo only used 1 hawk for this. So transporting hawks between the Paradise Zone it's gonna be a hassle too, right?
yeah, especially that you need to resupply everything. If you have
Yeah,
less Hawk supporting, you only need to resupply less Hawks,
exactly.
So if you spend more time swapping, resupply, swap is a waste of time rather than you do something with the time,
Yeah,
engaging
what
more
are you?
enemies, taking more nodes and whatnot.
Hmm Yeah, it's
Okay,
already
okay,
so
so it'll be
it's
very
already the end
interesting
of
to
turn
see turn
2
three.
for Eoneo. Um, so
Looks like he's just doing some
I
finishing
guess
swap
he's
chains.
trying to resupply everything before he ends the turn.
Yeah, it's just
Let's get
making
back
sure
to
everything is okay.
Hoshi as
Hoshi is still setting
Hoshi's
up
kind of like
his middle ground. His like what Eoneo did earlier. He's still setting up his
Mhm.
middle cutoff zone, middle no man zone. Oh, interesting. He actually engaged that Tesla trooper.
yeah,
So we're
raw.
seeing something different now. We're seeing something
No,
different
no,
from this EN side.
I thought Eoneo also did engage it.
I believe I did see. No,
Yeah,
I
I
think
believe
Hoshi. I don't remember if I saw EO engage it. I know I saw Hoshi engage one earlier.
Yeah. Hoshi engaged this earlier, but Eoneo just ignored it. So this is different. This is interesting. So this is a debuffed ARSMZ echelon, by the way. Parachute debuffed
one
from
interesting
Eoneo
thing I
side.
noticed is that the CN server tries to sacrifice the dolls because well, you don't need affection when you're sponsored by Mika, right?
Yeah, pretty much, right? Pretty much
Yeah,
he
they got
has
unlimited
this not his
cakes from
account.
Mika. Unlike Eoneo here, he's playing in his account, so he has to make doubly sure that his dolls weren't dead. It can
Yeah,
be
he needs to
heavily
be
damaged, it
mindful.
can be 1
Oh,
HP,
whoa,
but
whoa,
like
whoa,
it,
whoa,
it
whoa, whoa. CN side parachuted to Gustav. I think he's gonna engage Gustav.
Here we
huh.
go, Gustav boys.
Oh.
Whoa,
Oh.
that's a very interesting strat right there. Oh god.
That's a brave
That's a brave
strat.
move. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
turn two Gustav.
you para to Gustav. Interesting. Keep in mind,
Oh.
if you're turn twoing that, then that means that
Yeah,
you're
it's
fighting
basically
Gustav from
committed to do
para
it
buff,
now. It's basically
or you
committed
have
to
to wait for
Gustav
2
now.
turns,
Hmm.
which is
Yeah, so having that Gustav down, it'll free up the CN side to take care of the KCCO side. Um, and it'll be much easier for him to take out the KCCO side.
yes. So I guess CN wants to get everything instead
Well,
of
anyway, Hoshi is a she. I don't know why you said he. So.
wait, Hoshi's a she?
Mhm.
Look at the screen, bud.
Oh god.
Oh
Did you
God! What
not
the-
read the introduction cards that Ceia went through earlier? Wow, Jiggis, not even gonna pay attention to our own stream. There you
Look,
have
look.
it.
Look, I can't read just like 99% of the EM players, okay?
Oh well, it's whatever. Moving on. I'm just waiting for Hoshi to engage the Gustav now. I'm very intrigued to see what a parent should debuff Gustav team can do.
Apparently, Eoneo is going for the zombies, which is interesting. Consider zombie actually take considerably longer, I think, to kill on average.
I think he's just getting that zone out of the way, so he's actually capping out that zone.
And now and
And no, he's not. He's actually retreated. What? What's he doing?
huh.
Interesting.
Well, we have a bit of a downtime just for movement. I want to touch out some things just to remind everyone listening out there. Eoneo may not use NTW, K5, SAA, Calico, and Deagle. That eliminates a lot of his handgun options. Thanks. Much appreciated, Verb. So I see some in the chat. We need SAA mod 3 for this. No, he
No,
can't.
no, you don't.
He
No, you
can't.
don't.
He's doing it without it. No, he doesn't. It's Eoneo.
Yeah.
Trust me.
It's OMEN right here. OMEN.
So
Comments
on the
can't
bottom
read.
here, we've got a Hoshi going after some Striders again.
Again.
Yeah.
Quick work of the Strider.
Wait, was that a one cycle strider?
That
I think
is,
that
I
was.
think.
That was it.
Oh.
That was fast.
What is a one
Yeah.
cycle
Oh
strider?
yeah, because
M82.
he's using Deagle, right? Yeah.
Digo
So
M82. That's interesting.
Deagle doesn't care.
Mm.
Deagle doesn't give a doesn't care about your HP shield, right? So
Correct.
There's
so he
something
could
for Whim to think of once he starts his run later. So this
yeah.
Digo could be a contender to be banned from his side. We shall see what he will
Exactly.
say later.
No wonder CN banned Desert Eagle. That's
Yeah,
smart.
Digo was a curious choice because we thought that Digo couldn't be used in the Strider team to one cycle.
I did say that it's possible to kill the Strider with Deagle, but I never thought it would be that effective against it.
Interesting.
Right. So Hoshi ended his turn with 200k.
220, I think.
This is actually a lot closer
20
than
or
we thought.
200.
I believe
20
EO was right about there at the end of turn 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty close right now.
This is
So-
going to be very close.
It's gonna be neck to neck.
Yeah, actually, it's really close. EO's like, "Hey, I'm doing good. We're fine."
He's doing his
No,
best.
I expect a choke like a true Ian fashion.
Oh, I'm Ian in the chat.
No.
Like in
If
true Ian fashion, we just choke.
I'm
at the last
afraid
second.
we're gonna have to go slow mode chat if EO loses because the "Oh, I'm Ian" spam we're gonna be seeing.
Uh,
Yeah, EO was ahead. So, but the thing is, he won't be ahead. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Is that he's ahead
the
now. He
lead
won't
is
be
gonna
ahead all the
be
time. You know?
gone very quickly if he's not careful.
Yeah, the advantage will be gone quickly if he makes a mistake here. Oh, there's a tank there.
I hear
That's
some
not what I
loud
want to see.
typing in the chat.
Okay, so there's another strider on Eoneo's side. So that's a good thing because more striders means more points.
I'm typing.
Shatter is like the one of the big boys in this matchup, so I guess Eoneo is trying to focus on it.
Sorry, that was me. That was me typing. Okay, so let's see. So at turn 3, you could technically go to Paradia's side and start capping, or you could start clearing out Paradias.
I think clearing
So let's see what
Characters would be
Eoneo would
a
do.
better call.
Okay, so Eo is moving his AGS down, so that means he's planning to clear out the clogs caused by the Proteus. You can see a lot of enemies there. They are
And a
basically
lot
sitting on the
of Strider.
helipads. That
Can you
means that
see
no
it? See
more new
all
enemies
those
can come
Strider
up.
like beneath? Seiya?
Yeah. So it's good
It's
for Eo right now because he has
it's
all those Striders to
points,
kill.
baby. It's
Yeah,
points,
all those
baby.
points, all those points. And like what I said, they are sitting on a helipad right now, which means that they cannot. No new enemies can spawn. Meanwhile, we have Hoshi taking on the freaking Gustav with an
Oh boy,
interesting
here we
team, no
go.
less. This is a very interesting team.
Actually, no, this is actually a very standard team for killing Gustav, but like we don't use it in, back when we are in the good old CN days, because
Yeah.
we developed better strat than like using this comp.
Mhm.
But I guess he's going for the fast route, so he has to use gunboats.
Yeah, he is forced to use gunboats pretty much, but he is gonna take down the Gustav with relative ease at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just needs one more reload, and he will take down the Gustav.
So it's gonna be easy for
Yeah, easy
Easy for
Gustav
Hoshi.
kill, easy KCCO control from him for him.
easy for Hoshi. At the meantime,
For her,
Eoneo
sorry.
is killing yet another Strider.
Anyway, I think we see a bit of panic kiting from Hoshi. That not Digo, that Bar and the God Revolver and
Mhm.
Python. There's a bit of panic kiting. Oh, he's gonna switch echelons halfway in. By the way, you're allowed to switch echelons halfway in.
Yes, as long as it's not in the ban list, then as long as the
Yes,
dog's
that's
not in
right.
the ban list, then you should be fine.
Mhm. So he's gonna switch to what it looks like to be NTKCCO. That looks like an NTKCCO echelon right there.
So he's trying to camp KCCO, huh?
I think he's gonna do both. To be honest,
I see.
I think he's gonna try to cap KCCO while doing Paradies.
Hmm.
Oh,
My
that's gonna be close.
Brazilian brainlet head first.
Excuse me, I have a very bad
So
throat today.
for those who don't know how to kite the doggles, here you go. Here's a master class on how you deal with doggles. As you can
Yeah,
see,
with
the doggles
handguns, no
doesn't even
less.
deploy its shield before it dies. So
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
lot of small adjustments on the fly just to kill the doggos before the shields come up. Most people can't do it, even myself. So I'm actually
this is
learning from this.
truly a master class from Hoshi.
I mean, it's Hoshi, so
Look, the next matchup is more interesting. Okay.
yeah, but still, it's Hoshi. This is one of the
Hey.
okay. Stimping aside, let's see what Eoneo is doing. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to get a Gundam? Yeah, he's gonna get a Gundam.
Yeah, you're just trying to slide into those DMs there, Ceia. We see you.
What?
What?
What? What?
What? What?
What? What?
What?
So
All
apparently
right.
the
Carry on.
CN predicts us to get about 800k, which
Interesting.
interesting.
I think I thought it would be closer to about 750 or so.
Oh no.
I think 750 is realistic. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat is very bad today.
Same. I haven't got much sleep. I haven't got much. Okay. Yeah, same about the sore throat. I haven't got much sleep yesterday, so I might sound a bit scuffed.
All right, I made a fast infographic,
just
so I know
heck.
it's understandably scuffed, but you guys now know who's banned, player side.
Jesus. Discord, please.
Oh god, that's scuffed. Okay. Could
Right.
you? Yeah.
So
This
this is the
block big,
individual
shall we?
ban.
Yeah, this block big. It's okay. Anyway, scuffed infographics aside, we're still looking at how both players would take care of turn 4. I think EO is at his end of his turn 3, but we don't know whether he'll start capping Courteous on turn 4 or he's gonna just stay in this no man's zone that is created.
While Hoshi is trying to expand into the KCCO zone in true CN fashion, I am interested to see what he has got for Eoneo.
Yeah. Oh, EO has actually an echelon camping.
These load times. These load times. Oh no.
Oh no, these load times are gonna kill Hoshi, man.
Hoshi's
These
gonna
loads-
get whacked by load times. Load times might be the true winner in this one.
Yeah. Instead of
Uh,
winning with 0 ping, it's gonna be killed by 200 ping.
Yeah, but think about it. Like most EM most of the top EM players aren't from the NA scene. It's mostly from the like Singapore,
Singapore's is
Malaysia.
not an NA.
Told you it's not from
Singapore's
the NA scene. I told you it's not from the NA scene. So ping may not be that big of an issue for both players. So
yeah, shit posting about the ping aside, I think it might be the client, of course, because both players are using the same client and both clients are okay. Let's not talk
trash,
that. Yeah,
trash.
yeah, trash. Yep. So Hoshi
CN
is
size
actually
way better than
experiencing
this.
the true EN experience right now because
Yes.
the Chinese client is actually pretty good compared to the EN client.
I would honestly love to see Hoshi's comments regarding Ian's client, honestly, because I am sure when that lag starts, it's like, come on, move quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna have some panic within the player.
I think
Especially
EO has a ball spawn. We need to take a look again.
Treating the dummy there.
Yeah, the dummy can handle that.
Yeah, totally. Support for the win, boys.
Press F for the dummy. Yes.
2B carry, here we go.
Oh yes, there's a boss there from EO's side. So I think
Uh,
he may or may not engage the boss because the boss actually gives a fat amount of points, about 9,000 or so. If you do kill it, however,
However, it's you need to care. Like you need to be able to kill it.
kill it
Uh,
quickly.
yeah, and do it quickly without much save loading. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit
Save
troublesome.
loading kill takes around 20, 30 seconds or so to do a complete save load. So if you're doing a save load, you're losing time.
Dev loads
Yeah,
definitely hurt on the EN client. That is
and
no
I think
question.
No question.
CN kind of hard counters are EN banned by using Deagle. So
That's interesting because I
yeah,
didn't think
so
that
now
DO would be high priority.
so I guess Ian may want to think about their bans again and see if they want to make some adjustment about it.
Oh, okay. I think EO is engaging the boss. Yes, it is. Yes, he is.
Oh yes, he is.
Here we
We're
go,
Alright.
boss fight.
Let's
Boss
go!
fight. Oh, I'm EN.
With a damaged echelon, no less.
Oh, he's also using the Holy Cross formation.
Yeah, because here, let me explain the boss, right? Because since he's using ARSMG, want to see some of the clones. There is a clone that specifically targets the backline, as you can see here. Some things is targeting X95. So this cross formation actually makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, see it again. You can see something hitting X95, right?
Oh, I do see it now. That makes
Interesting.
Yeah.
sense. X95 was a good player, I think.
Yeah,
I
so
guess
with
he's
Python in the
gonna
middle
want to
buffing
try.
everything,
I
it
guess
is
he's
a
going
good
to care
decision.
about save loading, which is also a big plus for Eoneo.
And there we
First,
go, boss defeated. Here we go.
easy
Yeah,
boss,
easy
easy
for
9k.
Eoneo.
Easy
Let's go.
clap.
Easy claps, chat. Easy claps.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
it's
easy
a
points for him.
very clean fight for Eoneo.
Oh, the Proteus is still pretty clogged though. He needs to unclog that mess soon in order to get more stuff out. Oh, meanwhile on the CN side, looks like Hoshi is expanding towards KCCO, like what Dick said earlier. But the expansion isn't as much as I thought it'd be. I thought that it should be expanding more into KCCO and not
Mhm.
stick around in that no man's zone I mentioned earlier in the middle.
Yeah, it's intriguing.
It's pretty interesting.
Maybe a misplay. Maybe it's like he didn't think it through. Maybe it's like a mercy thing against the EM players. They wanted to like give
Wait,
us
wait,
first
wait. He's
round.
using Fortress. What?
Oh,
He's using
oh,
Fortress.
Is
oh!
that
Wow,
barrier? No, wait.
No, that's Fortress.
that's Fortress.
Oh, wow.
What? Is he
This
preparing?
is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I did not expect that one.
Is he preparing for the boss? Just to use Fortress?
Yeah. Construction
Really?
Fairy, that's an...
Like all that for
Huh.
a boss?
All that for a
Interesting.
boss fairy.
That's very
Huh.
interesting. And Hoshi has 1 AP left, and I don't think there's much movement left to do.
Okay, he's
1
thinking
AP
about it.
left.
Make sure like he's trying to make sure everything's you know all set and all ready up and he's ready to go. So 1 AP wasted. What do you think about that, Ceia?
No, I think that 1 AP is okay. Yes, Hoshi has everything in position. You don't want to move something out of the way just for that 1 AP.
So yeah, I guess that's the turn 3 for
That's going to
Hoshi.
wrap up turn 3. Let's see where that puts the
Wait,
scores at the
interesting.
end of the
So
enemy turn.
so
Oh, the boss
let
engaged it. Okay.
me talk about the stats currently. Eoneo gets 320k with 28 minutes left,
Oh, wait,
while Hoshi.
is doing the boss within a rifle team. What?
Oh, I think he's using Fortress or something.
Yeah, with Fortress, with M82. That's a very interesting team of composition.
I guess you don't want to make a separate echelon, or because we have banned Star and AS Val. I think the latter reason is the like
No,
the
this is
more.
Eoneo Exodia. Look
Yeah,
at this.
no. Yeah, the thing is like they use this team because we banned Star and AS Val.
Yep, this is the... That was actually really
That
fast.
is very clean. Oh my god.
That was... Wow. That is going to make up a lot of
Wow.
the time that... I think that makes up the Strider time, if that.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
But think about
Jesus
it, it's only
Christ.
one
That's
match.
an
This
interesting
is
call.
only one fight. Think about it. Strider
Yeah,
fights much
yeah, but
longer.
that is probably made up the Strider fights at least, because EO was on there for a little bit longer there. That was maybe a fifth of what EO's time was.
Mhm.
So that's
Ian should be
striking.
taking notes.
Yeah, I expect a Deagle ban at
But
least
is
next
it
round right now.
think about it, is it really worth it to take out a construction ferry just so
It's
just so
okay
you
because you have two
kill
dummy. You
you
have two
kill the
dummy
boss
actions.
like in a slightly faster manner? Is it worth it?
It's worth it
Faster,
because
and
he
there
has
was
two dummies.
very little to no damage at all. I mean, I don't think I saw any damage taken. That was a master class in taking that boss down.
Yeah, and Hoshi knew that the boss would spawn at that turn at a specific
Right.
scenario.
Okay, let's talk about the stats right currently. So apparently Eoneo have 320k with 28 minutes left, while Hoshi has 290k with 29 minutes left. So Eoneo is in a slight lead currently.
Yeah,
Interestingly.
but like I said, it's not over till it's over. So we shall
Yes,
see what happens at the end.
I'm just saying Eoneo is in the lead for the first half
Mhm.
of the match. We still have roughly half an hour or 21 minutes for Eoneo to go.
Yeah,
So we'll see about
What you do have to remember, at the end of the time limit, they will be told to end their turn, and the enemy turn will call for combat settlement.
Yeah, they will have to press the combat settlement button.
After
when
ending
the
their turn
time-
once, yeah.
and when the turn
When the turn begins, then they'll combat settlement. Or if they're on the last turn already, they need to end their turn.
mhm.
So to get the maximum out of the supply line, you want to get to turn 9 ASAP.
So you need
Which
to
I think
factor it
Eoneo is
into
trying to
late
do.
game.
He is like 20 minutes left, but it's only on turn 4. So it's still a long way to turn 9, man. Still a long way. And
Yeah.
that turret over there, you see that turret over there on the bottom right? Is a menace right now. And it's dead. Okay. Turn 4 start for Hoshi. Let's see what Hoshi will do. I think Hoshi will expand to KCCO and Parodius at the same time, which is going to be very interesting.
Very, very hard, but definitely doable.
Oh, Hoshi has prepared a 90 Groza Echelon for this. Interesting cream comp. I thought that it would be different.
Yeah, for the Deagle bug, I think they fixed that by resetting. I think Hoshi fixed it by resetting. So no drama right there. I think.
Yeah,
Synchronization never really occurred because there was some miscommunications at the start between us and the CN players, so it's about as close as can be.
Mhm.
Not to
So-
mention the Deagle bug that occurred. It's fine. It will give for a very hyped 7 minutes watching Hoshi go solo coming back from a deficit.
Yes.
mhm.
And in late game, it actually favors the KCCO side of things. So keep in mind, we still have like 19 minutes for Eoneo and 26 for Hoshi.
There is plenty of time left in this one.
Yeah, plenty of time for both of them to fight. So we shall see what they can dish out with the final 1/3 of this
Mhm.
match. Are we gonna see the second boss spawn though? That's the big question. Because if the second boss spawns, you can get the chunk of points from the boss plus the 15,000 points from the M4 that is rescued from the Naito itself.
However,
Ceia, what's the second boss, Ceia?
The second
what's
boss
the
is
spawn
basically the same
mechanic?
boss as the first one, except stronger. So after killing the
Ceia.
second boss, it will the M4. You see that knight over there on Eoneo stream? You're not supposed to kill it. If you kill it, the Naito will. I mean, the M4 will not spawn because the Naito becomes M4.
Yes.
So keeping that M4 alive would give you 15,000 points on the end of the end of the run.
Ceia, what's the spawn condition of the second boss?
No one knows. That's the thing. No one knows until this point.
Ceia,
Ceia, I don't have thought fairy.
Ceia, handheld me in ranking.
You guys can do it yourself. I'm learning from this stream, and you guys are both saying me. God damn it!
I'm
You
taking
are
notes
so
for this
loud,
stream for
Ceia.
just in case they release a SC plus in
SC Plus wouldn't look like this. Come on.
SC Plus would be a lot worse.
Yeah,
And don't
SC Plus would have the full good stuff. I'm
Oh
calling
dear
it right
lord.
now.
don't give Hokor ideas.
Yeah,
No,
everyone.
it's gonna listen in and be like, oh, SC Plus, you want the full good stuff? Sure, have the full good stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
Have to fix
meanwhile,
the
in
stuff.
Hoshi's
before we
stream,
get TL.
MBD2 got screwed by the artillery.
Oh,
Never mind.
Ooh,
Hoshi still passed it somehow.
still
yeah.
no
Eagle MVP.
Deagle MVP.
And
Yeah,
this
Shame.
game
I
is
did.
surprisingly a uh it's surprisingly good, to be frank. In,
Yeah, it's
rank.
surprisingly good. I'm pretty happy to see new doll being used like not new doll per se, but a doll that was not used
Like-
in the meta being used like that.
Like CNP always froth that it has potential, but like I'm really glad to see this potential finally being used.
Hmm.
Uh,
Is that a para debuff team? I think that's a para debuff team on Eoneo's side. Oh god.
PS3. Ooh.
Yep, it is a para debuff team against Archers and Cyclops. This is gonna be interesting.
This.
Never mind. He has triple
No,
hawk. Triple hawk.
no, they. Yeah,
Triple hawk.
Easy for
MVP.
Eoneo.
that made that really easy.
Yeah, I thought it would be a
It,
difficult
it
fight, but then we
looked a
get triple hawk.
lot more concerning for sure on face value.
So start of turn 5, Eoneo has close to 400k points.
Uh-huh.
I think he's gonna deal with either deal with Paradius clots again or start to expand in the KCCO. I don't know. Wait, he's
I think
actually
he's
taking
going for the
zombies? What?
zombies. I think
Okay.
zombies not necessarily a bad choice because you still can get some points within it, albeit I don't think it's that much compared to KCCO, but it's easier. It's an
That's
easier
true.
fight.
That is true.
It's a faster fight. It's an easier fight. So I guess that's why Ioni is going for it.
Fast take easy, get more points. I want to pass along a comment that I'm seeing in the chat. Ceia Digas, why do you think EO has not dealt with or decided to deal with Gustav?
Gustav, because he doesn't need to. I think his game plan is that he don't want to touch with Gustav. So this is why he he tried his best to ignore it.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo what Dick said. He's gonna basically camp Paradius and zombies and not touch the KCCO side at all, and have KCCO go to him. So in that case, right, you don't need to deal with all of the cancer KCCO brings out, and leave KCCO alone. You know. Oh, interesting. Hoshi ended the turn with 4 AP remaining.
Oh, what? 4 AP. Okay, so in the first turn so in the third to fourth transition is skipping what 1 AP, and then for fourth to fifth he's skipping 5 AP or 4 AP.
But I
Okay.
Just
think
joining
Hoshi has. I think Hoshi has the game plan down, turn to turn. That's why Hoshi is able to get rid of the
useless AP, yeah,
just end the turn, man. Who needs to finish the AP?
Yeah, who gives
correct. And for those just joining, there was a bug that occurred in the early stage where Beagle just straight disappeared. So Hoshi had to do a full reset. So it was given by the highest order of Mika that Hoshi was to reset for that issue. So the timer was then reset as well. So that is why you see the 7-minute difference.
You know why I call them Deus Ex Machinas?
Yeah, basically Digo pulled a snap or Digo snapped herself.
Yeah, Digo decides she doesn't want to live anymore in this cursed client that is EN.
Did Hoshi engage the isomer that turns into M4?
Hoshi has engaged one boss, only
yeah,
one boss.
Hoshi only engaged one boss, and
Okay,
it's
I was
not
like, I was seeing in the chat that Hoshi. I was like, wait a minute, did I miss that?
Yeah, the second
Oh.
boss is not spawned yet.
Yep.
Oh, that's an
yet.
interesting comp against the Tesla troopers. That 416 AN94 comp. He's gonna eat shit, but he's gonna clear it. Yeah, that's a clear. That's an interesting comp right there. Because a 416 nuked the bottom Tesla trooper.
I didn't expect the Tesla is going to spawn in where 416 is standing, though.
Yeah,
That's,
154k would be difficult to spawn. But the thing is, nobody knows what the spawn conditions are. There are there are theories.
It's spawnable, but nobody knows how.
There are theories, of
Like-
course, but nobody has proven the theories.
The current theory is that you kill enough things and you spawn it, but so far, nobody knows. Like
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
very inconsistent. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have Eoneo just clearing out the bottom Perdius helipads. Just basically clearing out all the trash, taking out the trash.
Taking out all the trash, including the
Hey, Ceia.
What?
I see in the chat that they're asking for an exhibition match. Pokewar v Ceia, SD ranking.
Oh, I did challenge Hokor, but he said no. He would rather 1v1 me in league. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna 1v1 you in league.
Hey, Pokewar, I know you can hear me. If EN wins, exhibition match, Pokewar v Ceia, make it
Let's
happen.
go.
If
Yeah,
Oh
make it happen.
no.
Pokewar v Ceia,
And then Hoko's
the
gotta give
match of the
himself like
century.
what? Hoko's gonna give himself 5-star paras.
Oh, I know.
No,
Before the
man. I
game even
think
starts.
if you're saying exhibition match, you might as well put all limits out. Take out all the
Yeah.
limits. Let us fight equally.
But Ceia.
Wait, you want to be equal though? He has everything and I don't. Shit.
Yeah, you should, if you're gonna do an exhibition, keep the league play bans that we have currently going on.
Yeah, but before like we talk about those, the condition is that Ian has to win, which
The-
is it's a order
Must win.
considering
This is a
the
difficult one
giant
because of the next match.
that they're trying to
Especially looking at
topple.
the next match, it's gonna be a very difficult one to do.
Oh yeah, the next match is a big one. It's gonna be I would expect a beatdown, to be frank.
Indeed. Oh, that's an interesting one. Parachute to save 500 points or so by retreat redeploying.
Yeah,
Interesting.
someone
Yeah,
mentioned in the CN chat that it's a very clever strat. Oh
Oh, that's a
no, I think
reset from
Eoneo.
Eon
That's the
side.
first reset from Eoneo.
Eo's first reset. Here we go.
So each
Oh, I
reset takes
missed what
about
happened though.
20 seconds or so. So you want to actually minimize the amounts of resets that's occurring to you.
But to be honest, I have no idea what happened to him to warrant a reset. I was
Uh,
watching Hoshi.
Basically, something broke through, and yeah, he's forced to
Oh, the
reset.
doggo node. Okay, he's using that debuffed doggo, debuffed doggo,
Yep.
debuffed echelon to take against the doggo. No wonder.
To talk to Lelouch Britannica there. Um, we will have to see. Hokor coined this event out of a meme, and it became true. So if KR wants to go against EN in TL, let's talk. Maybe it can
KR
happen.
versus
No, no, no!
yeah.
Don't not touch PL. Please do not touch
The
PL.
ranking that killed KR decided they want
I
they
think
wanted
I
more.
think
Are you
let's
serious?
go.
Are you
Let's
serious?
yeah. I think
No.
let's bring KR for PL. The ranking
You're
that
Oh,
just
killed
you're just
KR.
beating them down we're just beating them while they're down, aren't you? The ranking that killed Korea. Let's make them do it again.
and let's make them do it again.
No, KR for
Come
PL, and
on.
we'll give Taiwan the
Maybe
shot
DR,
for
maybe DR rank 2, like DR hold 2, but like not
no,
definitely not.
Oh no,
no.
Diablo
Both
3, man.
both.
All three.
No, they do both. They do
No,
both.
DR hold 2 sucks. DR hold 3 sucks. What do you mean?
No,
Because
we should
it's
get
step by
we
step.
should get Korea against China next. Korea against
Oh,
China.
Korea versus China.
Commentate
Yeah,
that.
in
What
the
do you
next region.
mean? Uh,
Anyway. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Currently we still have what looks like Hoshi clearing up Proteus. I think I think Eoneo is also clearing up Proteus. But I don't know why he's killing
Everyone is
KCO right
clearing
now.
up Paradise because Paradise gives points. Yes, and and Hoshi is reorganizing his team right now because this, as you can see, the forward Q formation doesn't work too well against certain enemies.
Let's see whether EO check
Right.
Patra's case is EO at
EO
all.
only has roughly 6.5 minutes, while Hoshi has 13 minutes, slightly more than 13.5 minutes.
So
Still
we can
time.
see EO has made a wall of echelons. You can see him literally surrounding Perdius and KCCU on their corner. That is
Mhm.
what what the intended setup is for a normal ranking run. However,
And
he has
for
less echelons to play with. Therefore, he cannot engage the echelons directly in their own turf. He has set up this ring of death.
yes, the Ring of Fire.
The ring of death. However, from Hoshi's side, I have not seen Hoshi set up the ring of death. Instead, Hoshi is advancing into the Paradise side, especially.
Hoshi is going deep. In other words,
Yes, very deep.
Hmm.
waggle waggle.
Mm.
Hmm. Oh, the lag spikes from Hoshi. Oof,
Oh god, that leg spice. Oh my.
that was bad. Ouch.
Lag spike is not like too detrimental to the to the overall like score, but yeah,
Oh,
it
the big
it does
boss
throw
spawn.
some players off. To be
It
frank.
is.
Oh,
Sorry
It
to
the boss
interrupt
spawn for
the
Eoneo. The boss
yeah
spawn for Eoneo. So
the
this
final
is
boss
gonna.
spawn for Eoneo.
Here we go.
Here we go,
154 to
boys.
spawn.
Big boss spawn.
Keep in mind, he only has
154.
only 5 minutes to do everything. So he has to he is probably have to prioritize on it first. Um, but he's Eoneo, he could do that.
Yeah, we shall see what he can do. We shall see what he can do. So we see Hoshi move to the bottom left-hand corner to start capping the HQ down there. So the HQ down
I
there
think
is worth
Hoshi's
10,000 points.
I think Hoshi's gambling not to have any like boss spawn, so
5-minute warning for Eoneo.
It's less than
5-minute
5.
warning.
Less
it's
than 5
420
actually.
4
it's
minutes.
420
Haha.
minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, so if you want to
I
if
can't
he
read.
wants to kill the boss, that's the last node he can take on. So it's an interesting decision he has to make now. Do you want to kill the boss and get a 15k extra at the end of the round, or does he want to take more Perideas to get more potential points? We shall see. Well, we shall see what is his
I think
decision.
Hoshi's abandoning the hopes of
Okay,
spawning
so he's
a,
taking on the boss.
boss.
So Eo has decided to take on the boss. This should be the last
Yes.
move he
This
would make.
the 154k boss spawn. 154.
Boom.
Meanwhile, we have Hoshi clearing out all of the trash on the bottom left. I think Hoshi will take out the bottom right later.
So
Let's see whether
when
Eo
is
can take out
Hoshi
this
gonna
boss.
clear? So when is Hoshi gonna clear me out?
That's gonna be. There might be a
Trouble.
reset. Oh,
Trouble for Eo.
that's a
Oh,
trouble.
got it.
Oh, never mind. He got it. Okay.
He got it. Barely.
Honk. What a clutch
That was a
from
close
What a
one, though.
save. That was a
Yeah, it's a
save.
close one, but he
That was a
he has to
save.
gamble. He only has 3 minutes left.
Clock is ticking down, and
But the
now
boss,
that we are coming down,
the boss is targeting Titan. She targeted 45. Let's see the last target.
All right.
Okay,
Hoshi,
that's okay.
there's only 10 minutes left for Hoshi. He's now at 415.
I think
Hoshi is behind EO at the 10-minute mark. It's gonna come down to the last few plays here.
Let's go, Eo. Let's go.
Let's go, EO.
Let's go.
EO clears that
Let's go, EO. Let's go.
154k box.
Let's go,
No
EO.
problem.
Let's go.
2 more minutes, man. 2 more minutes. You need to start. You need to move. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You do what you do. Sorry, I was too
Quiet,
excited.
Seth. 2 minutes remain for EO. 2 minutes
All right.
remain.
Oh, look at that unknown isomer. Don't come any closer.
Any closer? Ah!
Feel like
Wait. Is it like? Oh god.
Okay, let's see what you will do for his closing 1 minute. He has closing 2 minutes rather.
It's 2 minutes to be frank. But still It's gonna be a tight one.
So just to remind everyone, at the end of the 2-hour time or the 1-hour time limit, wow, EN. At the end of 1 hour, the timer will hit 0. At that point, EO must finish any battle he is currently in, and he will then end his turn. At the end of the enemy phase, he will settle his score, and that shall be his final score. So there is a extended time from 1 hour to clear the finishing battles and the enemy turn.
Yes.
Yep. Basically, he needs to end his turn, like what he said. Anyway,
needs to
I
end
think
as
EO
soon
can
as
squeeze
possible.
out 1 or 2 more.
1 minute
No,
remains.
I
1
think
minute
his
remains.
priority has to be kill the
Yeah, he needs
bloody
to go to the. He
rescue.
needs to cap helipad at least, which is what
Yes.
he's
He
trying to do
is
now.
blowing up
Then he'll
some
take the
rubble in the
33%
meanwhile.
chance. He's gonna take a 33% chance for the enemy to spawn on him. 33%. Ugh. Meanwhile, we have Hoshi taking out the remaining boulders on the top right.
Seconds for Eoneo. 30 seconds remain.
While Hoshi is also capping out the supply node and the HQ that gives him 20,000 points at the end of the run. This is going to be very close between the both players.
My heart is racing right now. I
10,
can't talk.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time has expired. EO, end your turn.
Time expired.
EO
End
ends
your turn and
turn
combat step
6
1.
with 14 AP remaining. Here we go.
So Hoshi has is entering turn 7 with 5 minutes left to spare. This is going to be very close. EO, once you're done with the run, could you stay in the combat in the result screen until Hoshi's done? Thank you.
Oh no! Apparently M4 doesn't set to M4 was set to eliminate, so he messed up there.
Oh,
Yep.
so M4 is going to commit suicide?
Nope, she's safe.
Oh, okay.
She's safe, but
Nope, I believe she is
she
safe.
won't
Yeah.
get rescued. Basically, I think.
No, you don't need to rescue her. She just needs to be alive.
I
Correct.
see.
Okay, so let's see what that zombie team can do. You
Wait,
need
no,
to not
it's
lose
still
that. By the
still
way.
like 10k less than according to Sarah's. 12.5.
I
Yeah,
lost 10k because I didn't capture that. Great.
Yeah, which is a shame, but that's
But it's
how it
okay.
works.
This is okay. It's okay. We shall see what's happening. We shall see what Hoshi can pull out of the head.
She has 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, or a little less than that now.
Mm.
Yep. Here we go. Battle
This is
for
the
EO
last
we're
one.
rounding out. Hoshi on another loading screen. There's the impatient circle to the mouth.
Impatient.
All right,
Come
so
on,
Hoshi
roll,
enters turn
Welcome
7.
to EN. Welcome to
Hoshi
EN.
enters turn 7 with 5 minutes left. Hoshi basically needs to round out his parody side right now. Right now.
Yeah, literally right now.
Yeah.
KCCO is
Okay.
moving on EO's screen.
So what Hoshi needs to do is to try to cap out everything while engaging as many enemies as possible. That's what he's trying to do right now. You can see him
Trying
rushing
to clear
towards
out.
the helipads while clearing out as many stuff as possible.
Yes, 4 minutes left. It's 4 minutes is gonna run out like very fast.
Yeah, especially the
So-
fights, especially the fights taking about 30 seconds or so per fight.
Mhm.
That is assuming no recess, of course.
Good old loading circles. There
Okay,
we go.
gentlemen,
EO,
combat.
go ahead and settle it.
And leave it at the screen, please. Leave it there.
Yep. EO's score.
668 for EO.
668 for EO.
668 for EO.
You missed the mean. We should have been 669. God damn it.
Oh.
Ah.
Too bad. It's
Wait,
not a
actually
nice enough
no. Actually
score.
no. If he set M4 to like standby, it's still 6.
It would have been
70
680 because of
something,
the helipad plus the
Yeah, it's
crate.
gonna be 670 or 680.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah,
bad.
so EO has made a small mistake at the end that cost him about 10k.
12.2.
That could be the determining factor with how close this is. It is
Yeah,
going to be
this is
very
going neck
close.
to neck. Yeah.
Oh my god, a loading
I mean, at least it's
circle.
not. At least it's not a beatdown
Oh,
that
that
I've
loading
expected.
circle.
But
Oh no.
3 minutes remain for Hoshi.
oh, my heart is racing right now. I
Oh,
don't
this
know if I
is
could do it for like. I
Diggus,
don't know if I
please.
could do like 4 more match of this.
Diggus, please.
It'll be fine. I mean,
Oh,
it's
God.
always this exciting stuff, you know. This is the first time we see
And
head to head.
look at
Hoshi
Hoshi.
fights
Look at
another
Hoshi.
isomer.
He's running out. He's running out of like battle. So he has to get points by basically capturing notes, basically surround capturing notes, basically. So
Yeah.
tough for Hoshi, but that's how the cookie crumbles. And
Yeah, definitely a doable. Definitely doable.
definitely doable. But
Definitely doable. As I'm seeing in the chat, yes, the capture will be a sizable boost. Hopefully, it is enough for Hoshi to pull up and swab back toward Io.
We shall see. We shall see. Because here's the thing, right? Hoshi did not get the second boss. He didn't get the
That is
15k
true.
boost.
That is true.
Yeah, and he has not captured that supply node up there either. You can see that the supply node not being kept.
I see.
Yeah, so it's a potential 25k. But the thing is, he has captured the Gustav side for the 10k plus
Yeah.
10k plus
and the
2.5
command and the
helipad.
command post. Keep in mind, he
Yeah,
captured
so
the
he has a
command post, which
25k
keeps-
boost from the left side. So this is
Balances
it's gonna
out.
equalize.
It balances out pretty well.
So it really.
That battle comes to an end with 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
The loading
Ooh.
circle.
Loading circle of doom.
Oh god.
Parachute?
Pair
Wait,
deployed.
why parachute? I don't understand that play right now. Why parachute there?
No idea.
Why not just keep that archer node capped? I don't
Unless
Maybe he's
it's
trying to
trying to be
capture some
surround cap.
notes.
That
Yeah,
must be.
that's
It must be node capture. It must be last minute node capture.
yeah, this node
He
because
only
the
has, like,
helipad
With less
capture
than a
and
minute, you can only get 2 to 3 fights out, maybe.
2 fights maximum.
Probably, yeah. Especially with this fight. Yeah, it's gonna be. Nah, this fight's 15, 20 seconds.
In who?
In Billy's chat.
Ah.
Let's
A
see.
reminder: 30 seconds, little less than 30 seconds remain now. One fight.
30
Time
seconds.
elapses. Hoshi will end turn. Hopefully.
Oh, I think he's running the 2B to that helipad earlier. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This is gonna be a surround.
what's
He is
Hoshi
trying
doing?
to capture
5,
everything.
4, 3, 2, 1, end turn. There we go. Here we go.
Alright.
It now is going to fall into the hands of the enemy turn.
Alright.
Oh.
That was close. That was
That's
down to the
very,
wire.
very close.
This is gonna be down to the wire.
I thought Eoneo was gonna get blown out by Hoshi, but
Loading circle.
I didn't expect that it would be a that close of a fight. Yeah.
We shall see. We shall see
Turn
what the
begins.
last set would be. Oh, I think the Naito walked away. The Naito at the bottom walked away.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What would it be?
He's not getting any fights. Wait, is it?
No,
Only
one
para.
fight.
No.
Only one fight. He got only one fight.
Yeah, one fight.
No. You can see the surprise on Hoshi's face too.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
But we shall see the final thing though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The surround cap may have helped. Map control was very good on Hoshi's side.
Yeah. but is it enough to beat
Masterclass
Is
of
Eoneo?
it enough,
Is it enough to have
ladies and gentlemen?
loading screen?
Our best friend loading screen, I think, is the true winner here.
Yeah, well, the loading screen carried us.
Okay,
What would it
settle
be?
score.
What
Combat
would it be?
settlement?
Dun dun.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
GG.
wow! Map
GG!
control does it.
Wow! Map
Stage
control
Loading
wins
screen
won
the,
by
prevails.
50k.
even with that
50K.
extra, even with the M4 setting into standby. I think EU would have lost by about 30k.
Yeah,
30k
30K,
lead.
yeah.
GG to CN.
GG.
CN takes
Yeah,
the win
that's,
in match number 1.
it's very close indeed.
That
Pretty
was,
close.
as you can see, the chat there scrolling by on Hoshi's screen.
Yep, GG.
Chat is very woke over there on the CN side.
Yep. Same with in Shijun's side. It's still yeah.
Ooh, that was exciting. That was very, very exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah.
Down to the wire that game.
Yeah,
I would say map control really came back there.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact that I think the fact that Hoshi controlled KCCO side helped him in his more end game scenario. So yeah, congrats.
yeah. So let's move on to the post game analysis then. Okay.
Yes.
And
So from
chat,
the
1 second, Ceia. Don't go anywhere. In about 15 minutes, match number 2. Okay, back to you,
yeah.
Ceia.
Okay, so like I said, Hoshi's map control was super masterclass right there.
Now, yeah,
So,
beautiful.
Uh, he had capped out KCCO, which gave her about 10k plus 10k plus 2.5, 2.5, 25k more points just from KCCO. And
So
another thing, it would be the map control on the Parodier side as well.
Oh,
Pretty
for sure.
much, Hoshi killed almost everything. I mean,
Yep.
Eo did as well, but he had a boss to kill.
It is also worth noting Hoshi skipped a fight somewhere in there to cap the
Yeah.
supply node. That helped.
Yeah, Hoshi's fight is beautiful. Like he like the Ian Bans gave him a few questions and he answered like really well. Like really like yeah. It's a masterclass on how to speedrun ranking. Like I said,
Yeah,
boss.
that
From
M82
both
Exodia
sides.
was a surprise. The M82 Exodia.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a very interesting comp.
Yeah, and
that
having that MGSG, not MGSG, the MG team fight out Gustav was pretty interesting. I didn't think of that. I thought that somebody would run ESMG against that.
Yeah. But
that was a very, very surprising turn of events there. That was really good.
yeah, Ian pulled out some tricks that Ian didn't
Hasn't thought of,
made
yeah.
catch Ian off guard basically.
Yeah.
So what do you
So-
think about the
Jokes.
bans? Do you think it affects Ian or Cian that much? Because from what I see, from what I see, I think Ian and Cian both assume that the best dolls are going to get banned, so they already have like contingency plans on what happens if this doll gets banned, what if that doll gets banned. So I don't think the ban really it didn't really affects the score that much, to be frank.
mhm.
Thing I do definitely want to point out, Hoshi would end turns with a couple AP remaining,
Mhm.
pushing the timer later. So Hoshi ended on a later time. While that doesn't impact too much, if my understanding of the ranking map is correct, and mind you, I'm probably very wrong here, later turn spawns are worth more, they increase.
Yes,
Am I correct by
do.
saying that?
I
That
think.
may have had a help as well. I don't know how much, but coming
Here's
back
the
from
thing.
what appeared to be a deficit earlier, that's something that has to be considered too.
Here's the thing with SC, right? Usually you'll be correct. However, SC has that Strider. That Strider it only spawns turn 1 to 4. That has the most score. So
Okay.
yeah. So having advanced 1 or 2 more turns, then EO has given Hoshi more points just from the supply line itself.
Yep.
Supply line
Okay.
does give points. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay. That. Okay. Close.
Close,
Yeah,
but
so
not
but no
quite.
cigar. Or
Close
karma
but no
train.
cigar.
Close but no karma train.
Yeah, so
Right. So let's talk about the next matchup, shall we? It's
yeah, let's talk about the
Whim
next
first.
matchup.
It's Whim versus Hana.
So here we have
Whim.
Whim, one of EN's speedrunning gods,
Yes, the speedrunning gods.
Yep.
That's why the Conqueror
also a
of
secret furry.
speedrun.
Gotta point that out.
Mhm.
Okay.
And there is nicknamed by Mika Steph the Conqueror. Is also
Why is it named like that though?
He
I
conquers
don't
speedrun.
ask me.
He
Don't
conquers
ask me.
I
speedrun.
see.
Don't ask me. In the event of an EN loss for the tournament, will be drafted to become the GFEN Discord admin.
No,
God
let me
save
correct
EN.
you. If he loses this match, he will be drafted.
No, I believe it's EN as a whole, isn't it?
No.
It's
Is it
Ian as a
team-based?
whole,
Yeah,
and it's a
yeah, as a
meme.
whole
EN as a
drops.
whole,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry
Yeah.
EN as
about
a
that. Sorry.
whole, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
specify this is a meme.
And yes, for disclaimers, that is a meme.
I
That
mean,
is a meme.
I mean the Mika team Ian says otherwise.
You know what Hokor does is what Hokor does. I can't tell Hokor what to do. All
Anyway,
he
let's
can do is say delete this.
back to character introduction. Yes, Whim, right? A speedrunning god, a decent speedrunner, but can he fight against Hana? Hana, it's well, if
Yeah,
you
Hana.
say Whim is a speedrunning god, then Hana is a ranking god. Look at all of these. We don't need like any introduction to this guy. Just let the result speaks for itself. This is a very very hard matchup for Whim. It's yeah, I think it's probably a blowout to against the Ian side.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically it's a David versus Goliath match, but I think Worm would have a chance. We shall see what happens. So, like we've seen with EO and
with as
Hoshi,
cl-
it was close.
with as close as that last match was, ooh, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
Oh Lord! And we've also been
He's like
informed
on
that
phone and he still
Hana
manages
is
like
playing on a phone.
yeah.
oh
I mean,
god.
if people think that they do better on the phone, then all the power to them. You know.
Go for it. Hana will be playing on phone.
Anyway, so so uh we should be seeing the ban list soon.
You should
I think.
start to see the battle list soon. Yeah, from both sides.
So on top of the global bans that we talked about in the rules slide, which actually, if we can pull that up, just so I can go over for anybody who's just now joining us, I think it would be good to cover. So to cover back on the rules, each team was allowed 5 bans, specifically as a global, and then each match, each player could do 5 local bans against the opponent. So in for local bans for this match, Whim may not use M200, SSG 3000, NTW,
Whim or
AR-15.
Hana.
Whim may not use.
Wait, like CN banned to SSG? No.
Yes,
No, Ceia got banned. CN
No,
got
no,
banned
I think
SSG.
you
CN
mixed up
can't use
the thing.
SSG. You mix up EN and CN.
I said Whim may
And
not use, and I'm reading the CN ban list.
the heck?
Whatever.
Oh my gosh, I had it right.
All right, Ian can
Are
read as usual.
you
Because
you
I'm
blind?
staring at.
Wait, hang on. Anyway, so here I think we got the confirmation of the.
These are the target bans, yeah.
Wait, they actually. Hang on, they banned M200 SSG for
You.
against Whim
I was
and
right.
NTW
Ah.
Eagle.
So Whim may not use M200, SSG 3000, NTW, AR-15, and Deagle. On the other side, Whim has blocked Hana from using M4, Grape, Deagle, NTW, NT22. This is on top of the global ban, which we talked about in the rules slide earlier.
Looks like the ban list is like roughly similar, from what I see here.
There's an
I
addition
don't-
of the Deagle ban, which I
yeah,
think Wim
I don't.
had saw on a match earlier, and he said, "Oh,
So
Deagle needs to go."
basically the same. Basically, the ban list is the same, except for for that CN cannot use HS2000, while EN cannot use MK23. So, wow, what a similar. So I guess Hana wants to. Hana
I-
saw that EN ban and think, yeah, we should apply. We should let EN taste its own medicine too.
I think this is, yeah, I would agree. I think this is a retaliatory. You cannot use your own daughter. Leave EN holding their heads. Oh, I'm EN. Oh, I'm EN. What am I to do? Oh, I'm EN.
Yeah, now that Ian's daughter is gone, it's troublesome. I suppose. Interesting, because now that we have to see what Hana and Whim has to offer, now that all like all the all the dolls that were used to Strider is gone.
So the next match should be in a couple minutes. We are still finishing some things up. I am awaiting the rules slide so I can go over the rules again for anybody just now joining us because it's been quite a while since I've covered the rules. Thank you. So once again, for anybody just joining us, each match is 1 hour, played in EX Shattered Connexion ranking difficulty. The player with the highest score at the end of the 1 hour time limit wins. 1 point should be awarded for the winning team. Right now, it is 1-0 in favor of the CN server. Team with the most points at the end of the 4-week event shall win the event. This week, we have a ban on echelon limits. You are restricted to 4 combat echelons and 2 dummies. You may not duplicate fairies or T-dolls in your echelons as well. On top of the local bans that we talked about earlier, CN is globally prohibited from using SSG 3000, M200, SDAR15, ASVAL, and HS2K. The EN server guys, they may not use Grape, M4A1, P22, ASVAL, or MK23. A total of $10 banned from each side. As for those of you who were here last stream, a very, very interesting way to
Very close
circumvent
matchup
some of
too.
the bans and a very close matchup with it. I mean, you saw some things I didn't think I would see.
It's
I
surprising.
represent your average GM player. I'm not a Dalal like the two with me, but wow, I've been taking some notes. I have
Yeah,
been taking notes.
make sure you don't use these strats during when you're doing a real ranking, because keep in mind they are ranking within 1 hour,
That is
and
true.
as you can tell, last minute ranking is not a good idea in general. So this is only for a show only. All right, we
And
are
I
getting
believe
information
we are
that
getting ready to get started.
Yep.
so
All
I
right.
think
I
they
guess
are
we're
starting soon.
getting ready to start. So this time we have a different ban list for from the EN side, or the CN side rather.
Mhm.
So as you can see, the CN side may not use SSG, M200, ESBL, OR15, AM4, Grip, NTW, Digo, P22, and HSG.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
Yes?
That ration
What?
limit. Go back. I for Hana, I don't see resources whatsoever.
Hang on, really?
This we may have to take a timeout. Yeah, look at that ration limit. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, course.
I think
Ooh.
Hana needs to buy rations now.
Resource. Well,
Oh.
All right, I guess we're starting this with 16k rations on Hana's side then.
I talk to Panda in chat. I have no idea what happened in between.
All right, we're starting. We're starting.
Rip affection is all I can say.
I suppose the repair, I guess. The repair took a toll on. No, wait. Repair doesn't take rations. So
What
Are you
is
okay?
the
Are you okay,
ration
Dave?
bin?
yeah, no. I was thinking like, what on earth can possibly happen in order to nuke your
Starving
ration?
his keto.
Your Hawks, man. Your Hawks take a lot of ammo and rations. That's the main
That could
source
have
of
been hot.
usage.
And if you notice, look at the ammo. Ammo's down to little less than MP and parts there.
All right.
And the ammo is
Whim
fine.
is already
The
starting.
rations is not.
Alright,
Oh, ammo's fine, but it's less than the parts is. And our timer has begun.
for
All
Whim.
right, let's see what Whim will do. Is he gonna employ a similar strategy to our
looks
to
like a
EU,
similar strategy,
or is he doing something else?
Yeah, it looks like a similar strat to what
Hana.
Eoneo has on his plates.
Hmm.
See, watching the bottom screen, Hana had to repair AGS there. So that may have done a number. The Hawk apparently just were
And
dead by
keep in
the
mind,
end.
keep in mind the score cannot go under 0, so he can repair his Hawk as long as he don't have any score on his plate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a collab ferry. I don't know if that's a dummy or what.
Probably a dummy.
Yeah,
There's a
probably a
collab
dummy.
theory? Is that what I saw?
No, it
Probably
was
not.
using a collab ferry on all the dummies. It's just me.
And
Getting
I think Hana is using a similar strat as the
it's
last
Whim here. Looks like a very similar strat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some strat sharing going on.
Let's see how long this strategy will last rather before they before both of them change into their own strategies. Let's see. Oh, he's running construction again.
Oh boy.
Construction Fairy. Which as you can tell, it's a very off meta thing to do.
Yeah,
but
this
it
off
works
meta.
here. It works here.
It works here because you can literally nuke the boss, so it's okay. It's okay for here, but for you guys that are watching that think, oh my god, the construction is so good, I'm gonna use it now. Please don't.
These advanced maneuvers only performed by professional. Please don't try this at home.
Basically,
Yeah, don't do that.
Please. Anyway, looks like Hana is gonna have some have an MRE crisis, but I think it should be.
he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Yeah, he's hot. So
Okay.
similar strat.
Excuse me.
So a similar strat deployed by Whim.
It looks similar on both sides for now, except that Hana did not take out as many structures as I thought he will. It's like 30k now compared to Whim at 70.
Maybe the fact that the ration limits him.
No, the rations wouldn't limit him because he can just buy the rations. It's okay. Oh, he's gonna parachute, huh?
There we go. First para of the match.
Yeah, right. So same strategy as earlier. He parachuted down there as Hoshi rather. Let's see. Stand by. Is that standby? Yeah, that's standby. Alright.
Standby.
Oh, I think he's gonna cap that.
Damn,
Okay, so
Hoshi's
it's a-
speedrunning this.
it's a different
Ending
strategy.
first.
It's a different strategy. We can see it's a different strategy because Hoshi has capped off the left side helipad, the middle left with the where he's the COS, while Hoshi did not. So this is a different strategy. This way he wouldn't have to worry about his backside from his from KCCO.
Worrying about his backside there? Okay.
Yeah, backside. Hana, sorry,
Always have to be careful of his
not
behind.
Hoshi.
Gotta know what's behind you at all times.
Yeah,
know.
what's behind you because you
Don't
never
be
know.
me when I did my first ranking run. Just the test run. I ended my turn with a Strider next to my dummy. Oopsie.
Okay, so Whim is still doing his first turn. Looks like he is doing the explosive strategy, which is to explode everything first and take them out
Yeah,
on his turn. Also, he's encountering a bug. He can't click that rock because
Oh,
there's an
no.
echelon on that. That's a bug.
That's a bug. Unfortunate.
Yeah, this bug I think is new. It's a new bug. So thanks, Mika.
Hana is now fighting against the some
Oh, he's
KCCO
using
units
EM2.
with Gustav.
He's using. Hmm.
Oof.
Interesting comp with EM2.
I know
the thing-
Brecky is watching this foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, but the thing is, this Gustav fight, not Gustav fight, this
V-Center.
yeah, Reki Center fight is gonna take a while because there's literally no firepower.
This is time. This is time.
He is in time here.
Yeah, and it's fire debuff no less. So
I'm sure he has a plan on, you know,
Yeah.
why, like he has a rationale behind, you know, this time loss here. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if it's a misplay or is it intentional.
Turn 2 with 38k?
yeah,
Yep,
38k. Okay, so he's gonna retreat that echelon that has power debuff now. I think he's gonna redeploy it somewhere.
There it is. Nope, changing.
Yeah, he's changing.
Substitution for, let's see.
I think that was at one time only. Oh, he's doing
Yep.
the same strat. That's literally the same strat.
Yeah, wow.
Gunboats for Gustavs.
Yeah, he's doing the Gustav strat, so it's literally the same strat.
And Whim is
Whim
current-
is into a fight under Gustav now.
That helipad cap looks intriguing. It looks intriguing
And,
though.
Whim
Is that a different
also
strat?
taking a para buff, but I think he has better firepower dolls than Hana did. He's using Groza and A94 instead of EM2.
I'm not
And-
totally sure of it. This fight's taking
and
quite a little longer.
it's the same, I think.
No, this fight is definitely taking longer.
Huh.
Hana did not have the issue with the balls, but
Oh,
it may
yeah,
have been Hawk's
Hawk.
support as well.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Whim
yeah.
has might have made a small mistake here, not bringing a hawk along.
Yeah, this is a time killer here.
All right, looking back at Hana's stream, basically he's setting up for Perdius right now. Most likely setting up for turn 2 here, Gustav, like Koshi. We shall see whether the strategy will be exactly the same.
I think it should be.
Oh god, that time waster on Whim though. Oh my god,
Go.
that's a lot of time.
Yeah, that was a 2-minute fight, give or take. That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, that's a big oof.
It's a big oof, but it's not over yet. It's only turn 2. Don't worry.
There is still plenty of time.
There's still plenty of mistakes for Hana to potentially make. So, and time for Whim to
That is
potentially
very
gain.
true.
So,
As we saw earlier.
it's still it's still up in the air, you know.
Yeah, as we saw earlier, things can come down to the combat settlement screen.
Okay, so Whim, I think it's gonna do another parachute to one of the helipads. I think it should be the left one. Yeah, the left one. What's it gonna do with it
Last
though?
one. Is he trying to do it?
It goes deep into
Are you not
Hana
talking
starts
about
moving into tasty the English. The yawn threw me off. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, so same thing. Gonna blow up the rocks, get all the points from the rocks first. Oh, he kept the helipad too. Interesting. Hmm.
So the CN side has they wish us to get a 5-star doll so that we were gonna waste a few seconds on that bloody screen.
No, I think Whim will skip it, so it won't.
Yeah, I
it
think
won't actually
Whim
happen.
got everything, so it shouldn't affect him at all.
Yeah, he has a full collection, so it wouldn't affect him at all. I don't know why the CN thinks that we don't have full collection.
Yeah, it's literally like what day 4, day 5 of like SC. You know,
That is true.
They should have gotten every single thing.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, you say should. I have not.
Look.
Oh,
look,
I'm
You're
Ian.
not Whim,
Oh.
okay?
That's true.
Okay, so looks like Hana is gonna advance towards Perdius first instead of TCCO. Interesting. Also, he's deploying a oh, it's the same one. Sorry, it's the same Strider team.
It looks like we're gonna see a lot of that.
Yeah, because M200 SSG are global ban. That's why we're gonna
Yep.
see this a
Yeah,
lot.
Yep.
I think there's like in Hoshi stream in Hoshi stream I think I see other competitors who's going to compete in the later weeks have come to help. So yes, I'm pretty sure they share some strats between each other.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Same with Team EN. To be
Oh,
frank.
I can tell you, I know Ian has been talking.
Yeah.
I know Ian talk. They're probably
Ian
all on a
was-
call talking right now.
Mhm. Keep in mind that it's not 1v1 per se. They're fighting in teams, so teams are allowed to talk to each other and share strategies and everything.
Yep, for sure. It adds an element of communication that is needed because
Usually, we
you
do
have to
rankings
put the
alone.
brains together. You have to, yes,
Yeah.
exactly, and you have to put the brains together. In theory, it is one ginormous brain. I'm being asked for the link to the stream for CN. Let me grab that. Copy the link here. If
So far it's
yeah.
a very tennis setup from both teams from what I see. I think Hana is going to rush Gustav soon, while Whim is trying to take control of the Paradise zone more.
Yeah, looks like a very similar strategy to with
But,
Hana and
you
Hoshi.
never know. You never know. They might pull out some, alternate strats that we are not expected.
Mhm. We shall see. We shall see.
Oh god. The evasion from the Strider makes things really difficult.
Yeah, I mean this is why EN banned a lot of the meta short hit rifles. You know.
I mean, CN does ban the sure hit rifles and AR later. You can see that the ban list is essentially identical except for the last doll, which is HS2K and Mark 23.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Hana is doing the parachute to Gustav strategy right now.
Oh, here we
One-
go. Turn 2 Gustav fight. This is
Yep, turn
it's
to
identical.
Gustav.
This is identical.
Yeah, so I think this turn to Gustav fighting would most likely transfer to Ian as the meta rankings right now. Looking at Ian doing twice in a row. Yeah. Most likely, this will transfer to Ian.
I would expect the later week to have this stuff on deck.
Yep,
Well, you
we
can
should see
expect, like,
this.
in
We
later
should
weekdays,
see this
it has to
optimized.
like more polished strats than
Oh, that's a
what we
bad
see in
RNG
one.
roll though. On Hana's side, that's a very bad RNG roll.
You might have
Oh
to
no!
reset.
Yeah, that's a
This
reset
might
right
is
have
there.
to-
uh-oh.
That's a
Uh-oh.
reset right there, man.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind, he got
that's
it.
Very unfortunate. That's
Yeah,
Does
very
Hana believe in-
unfortunate.
actually.
Hana
Wait,
might
no,
not believe in
He might
reset.
actually salvage it. He might actually salvage this, but
Uh-oh.
albeit it's
This
gonna be
is-
very slow.
Oh boy.
This is gonna take
Oh
Yeah, this is a
boy.
very bad Gustav fight. Yeah.
This is what I came for.
Right, so I guess they are now equal now.
I
So,
think this is
we're-
made up for the time, as we talked about earlier. Lots of time left for
Yeah.
Hana to lose. Uh-oh. This is gonna come
Yep,
way too close.
Oh, actually,
We've
no.
got a match, Commanders.
if it comes to the wire, Hana might actually need to save load.
I don't think
Which,
Hana will need to save load. I think he
I
got it.
did.
don't think so, but
Yeah, he got it. He got it.
Yeah, Hana's got it here. Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, he got
Uh-oh.
it. He got it. Even
Should be fine,
if
should be fine,
misses
Yeah,
go his way.
there we go. Woo!
There you go. That's
Wet.
unexpectedly hard fight from the Gustav. Anyway, Whim ended his second turn. So, I think, yeah, now he has a lot of control in the KCCO zone, dealing with striders and stuff like that, as you can see on the top screen. While Hana decides to, while Hana is trying to repair his messed up gunboat right now currently.
Yeah, so let's swap them out. We need to repair them. They will come back.
It's still bad, seeing the dogs that you spent time with just died like that.
It's a tournament. Who cares? Just feed them cakes after.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, it's not even their accounts. Somebody else has to clean up the damage.
Yeah, well, it's okay. The difference here is the EN side is using our own accounts, so we do have
That
to
is
clean up
true.
our own damage. So keep that in
Uh,
mind.
We'll have to see. I think there could be some mail that could come in to fix that in.
Ooh, there's an ERSMD brute force Gundam. Oh.
Yep.
Don't try this if you don't have the Ferris to
Please
do
don't
it.
try this at home. Oh, so this is why they banned SAA perhaps in the first match?
Yeah,
they
that
might
SAA
expect-
could have been used there, yeah.
They might expect Ian to brute force it, but I don't think they've considered the fact that Ian has doesn't need the brute force basically. So Hana is now dealing with the Tesla troopers, which is one of the stronger KCCO spawns that could happen. I don't think it's a spawn. Yeah, it's one of the stronger KCCO spawn out there.
Yep.
Um,
So the reason why Grape was bad, so that people wouldn't have an easier time to deal with this. But obviously, you can just slap on Rico and slap on
Yeah.
Inori and have no problem.
and
I could almost see some substitutions for an Inori later on to make things even harder.
Well, I mean, not really. Now
You
that
could,
we,
you
now that
could.
the ban list is very fixed right now. I think it's already hard enough for EN players, for EN and both EN and CM players. So we'll have to see. Yeah.
We'll have to see if somebody wants to be a masochist.
No, I think an Inori ban might be worthwhile later on. We shall see.
Hana may have should have probably gotten the rations. I mean, down to 9k now.
Yeah, it's okay though. It's
Started with,
about
what, 18k or something.
it's about a
Started
30
out with
second waste.
5k.
It's about a 30-second waste just for that.
Or he could always just, I don't know, maybe stop the time.
Yeah, I would have to ask some timer to be stopped, which will be done. So that's no problem.
Yeah, might be a problem, but should be fine. Yeah, so Whim and Hoper's account should be stacked in fairies. Yeah, I think both accounts have like same or similar fairies rarity in terms of. Anyway, so now Hana is dealing with the zombie zone. I suppose.
Why would you want to deal with the zombie zone? That's interesting.
Substitution here for Whim and the EN side.
I think it's not substitution. He
Nope,
just
just peeking to say hi.
Force manual HS2K skill.
Force manual, I see.
So far, Hana still is yet to control yet to gain control of the Paradise Zone, while I think Whim has somewhat of a control on it.
Yeah, Whim is forming up that line, that no man's zone that I mentioned earlier.
The Great Wall.
No man's zone,
Oh, I see.
The no man's land, basically.
Gotcha.
no man's land, no man's zone, whatever.
The Great Echelon Wall.
He
Yeah,
made
the
the
Great
combine
Wall
with,
of- The Great Wall
Oh.
of Griffin.
Makes
Anyway,
sense.
moving on.
Alright, so
Let's see. Strider versus.
Rider goes bye-bye.
I think Hana is now trying to gain control of the Paradise
Oh, that
Zone.
kiting method. That's so old school though.
Yeah, very
Ooh.
old school, but it still works. So
Yeah, it still
Hey.
works.
matter.
Old school is not bad.
Yeah, that
Different.
old school method
Different.
of kiting. If you don't have HS2K, you're prone to damage on handguns. If you've kited it at the wrong timing, especially, you're gonna get smashed by the gladiator.
But you have to consider Hana's ability. You know, he is the one of the top tippity top rankers out there. So
That is true, but you know, I'm just telling EN that that is a very risky kiting method.
very
not,
risky indeed.
not everybody can do it.
When you are Hana, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you are the normal EN player, do not
Okay.
do it.
All right. So
If you're me,
we'll-
definitely don't do it.
let's see whether Whim will adapt his play to take on Gustav. Though I think he's missed this window. That additional 25k points from the KCCO side was pretty big. I think the players that will be playing later should adapt it to their strategy.
I definitely think we're going to see that on both sides, starting in next week for sure.
Probably, yeah.
I don't see how they can just ignore it.
But the thing is, the strategy which EN has prepared is a different strategy compared to CN. I wouldn't say it's not that polished, but it's a little bit unpolished.
It's rough.
It's rough on the edges. It still needs some time to
Mature.
get going.
You need some time
props
to
the end because
get it right.
It's like it's literally their first week of touching this map.
Yeah, that's
so-
correct. CN has touched this map before. They
Yeah,
know
like
to-
what? Yeah, like a month, you know, to do the old map, so they know that what teams work, what teams don't. And keep in mind, some of the players also play on multiple accounts, so they probably rank much more, you know, than the you know what Ian has got currently. So yeah. So props to Ian for giving a good fight.
Okay, so Whim is gonna blast all of the artillery, I think. Yep, he's gonna blast all of the artillery on the bottom side of Proteus.
And if Whim start blasting,
Yeah, Whim started blasting.
The Whim started blasting.
anyway, yes. Looks like he's forming a conga line deep
The
into
one-
the Paradise zone.
Yep, he wants that
Okay.
supply line back. The one thing I
Then-
do want to point out, this match is much closer for the time spent in. It's really close currently. Hana actually probably pulling ahead, considering the turn points. But it's gonna come down to the end with the timer. That timer is going to be the deity of this fight.
Yeah, it's gonna come to the end when how map control is gonna be at the later turns. It's a little bit too early to call right now. It's only turn 3.
Yeah, there you go. That one. Yeah, that brought it up. But functionally, it appears Hana is got a margin. I mean, 8 AP up and is leading in the same turn. So, scales are starting to fall on Whim there. Hana's gonna walk into a Strider.
Yeah, just walk into the Strider, no problem. Just nuke it right now.
So far,
Goodbye, Strider.
any problems to
Or
both
maybe not.
Ceia.
Goodbye, Strider.
And
Oh.
did? Oh,
Now, goodbye, Strider.
no, it survived at 1 HP.
Oh no. Oh
It happens.
no.
It happens, Chief. It happens. There you go.
That's okay though, it's not that bad of a time loss.
Well, Whim is now doing his best Strider fight currently.
That's QBU, that's interesting. QBU instead of Inori, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't go for like a one cycle, like even if Hana can go for a one cycle, I think Whim is like not even gonna try doing that. Yeah, he's trying to play safe, which fair enough. Honestly.
Oh, that's a 3 cycle, man. That's a 3 cycle
Oh.
Strider. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
it's
he
only
probably
like-
should have brought that Inori except for that Wa. That Wa is not doing anything.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Even the Molzen would have done better than that.
Yeah, so yeah, although Hana is more like his reputation is more bigger than Hoshi, I think Hana make a few more mistakes than her. I'm sorry.
Him, her, who?
Anyway,
But yeah, I
Hoshi-
think, yeah. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
yeah, I think Hoshi and Eoneo's fight is much more polished than what women Hana has to offer.
Let's
Yeah.
not start comparing to our previous competitors. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I said, that Molzen QBU comp is doing much better than what Whim brought with that Wa.
And I think the pick ban also make a difference here because now that Deagle's gone, now that every single sure hit weapons, including Deagle, is gone, it's gonna be much harder to deal with the Striders.
Yeah, but I think it's fair enough because Whim is actually taking on Hana, you know? Yeah, I think it's fair enough for Whim to take out all of the options Hana has to get an advantage, you know?
Yes, Whim needs every single advantage he can get in order to win. Yes.
That Strider fight took a lot longer than I had hoped.
Well, it's as I said before, it's because of the pick bans. that
Mm-hmm.
causes increase in time spent on dealing with Striders. I don't think it's I don't think it's both parties' fault, to be frank. Both are very capable players.
It adds a different dimension to it, and it's a good. Just doing that for the Striders is an excellent time-wasting tactic, especially considering the 1 hour time constraint. That a couple seconds every couple fights builds up to a couple minutes by the end. But it's worth noting that, I mean, poor Whim, his Strider fights, they're getting harder and harder by the minute.
Yes. Indeed.
And we are just about halfway there, 30 minutes and some change remaining.
30 minutes and 30 seconds, roughly. But,
Give or take.
both sides are still doing pretty well, from what I can tell.
Yeah, has Hana taken the Gustav area yet? Oh wait, he killed the Gustav already, never mind.
Yeah, Hana did fight the Gustav, has not intruded into that area in terms of captured just yet. We
Yeah,
might
that's
see that later this turn, early next turn.
Yeah, that's interesting because I think Hoshi did the intrusion into KCCO by now on turn 3 or turn 4. Okay, so I think Hana is gonna set up to kill all the Striders there. You see 1, you see 2 Striders there. Meanwhile, it's all peaceful on Whim's side. I don't know why is it so peaceful up there, but you know. Oh, I see why. Do you see that? Do you see the 2K CCO at the border of his line? That Tesla Trooper and the Archer there? Those two are very difficult to remove right now. I think that might be a mistake on his side.
Probably.
Yeah,
They're
those two are a
unfortunate, but,
thorn on his side right now. I'm pretty sure. But we shall see what he will do to deal with them.
Whim has a lot more on the line here.
Yeah, pretty much.
He loses, he has to face the Wrath of Burb. That's a wrath nobody wants to face. It's somebody who has faced it firsthand.
I mean, on the good side, Ian may finally have one more mod.
Defend gets new mod. The true victory.
Before Whim tried to throw this. No, I'm kidding. Whim would never do this.
Whim cannot stand being put in a position of moderator. I don't see that.
Anyway, you guys should know it's a meme. Nobody would ever.
Yeah, that
want
is
to be
yes.
in
It
that
is a
game
meme.
that-
It is a meme.
It is a meme. It is meme. Although we have to ask, if Hokwar wills it, Hokwar wills it.
Yeah,
It is the highest order.
yeah.
I mean, heck,
You never
these games
know,
started
man.
out as a meme.
Well, all of us are meme.
Yeah, I
one
mean,
way or
look, this
another.
tournament started out as like, a throwaway, line, but it turns out, to be a thing, which is really good to be frank. I love every single minute here so far.
Yeah, and with Demise just trolling Whim right now. He doesn't need a distraction though. He is in a pickle. In a pickle right now.
In a pickle jar.
Yeah, he literally became a
Look at-
pickle.
Look at me, Ceia. I'm a pickle now.
Oh fucking hell. Alright, so end of turn 3 for Whim. And let's just say his map control is not as fantastic as Hana. Look at Hana, just strolling and Purdy's half of the map.
Yes.
But yeah, Whim is down quite a bit of points, about 60,000 right now. I don't want to say call this early, but yeah, he is
Well, I
in big
mean,
trouble right
as
now.
as expected, but still, you know, it's
I want to say it's as expected. I would say that Whim is in a disadvantage right now.
so, yeah. Now Hana, what's the next move for Hana right now?
He's
in
gonna-
the most bottom echelon. and
It's gonna
deploying
reset
it.
and go back to Perdius or KCCO.
Yeah,
We shall see what he
probably.
do. Okay, he's going to KCCO then. It's gonna.
Whim is having Whim is trying to take control of KCCO spots.
You can see Hana forming that line of the line to swap his ARSNG down to the KCCO area, so that he can start
Not
hunting
no line.
KCCO, I guess.
Yeah. So far, looking good for Hana.
Yeah, he just needs to keep this map control, keep his map control, keep his
He just need to not screw up. Really.
basically, yeah. But like I said, map control is key in this map. Like in every ranking map, map control is key. If you don't have the map control, you're gonna lose control of the map, and you're gonna be in trouble.
If you don't gain control, you lose control. Very insightful, Ceia.
Yeah. It's as if it said,
Okay, Confucius, we get it.
it's as if it said, oh, the time is running
very
out.
insightful. Thank you.
Oh, whatever.
Yes, very insightful, Confucius. Say it.
Alright, turn 3 ends for Hana. And he's 50,000 points up.
Well, Hana's strat is essentially to how can you say it?
I'm
He
gonna
gained
I'm gonna
maximum-
cut you. I'm gonna cut you right now because what Hana did is like what who was it? Hoshi did. He basically killed the Gustav early so he can gain control of KCCO, turn 4, turn 5. Then he intrude into KCCO's territory while keeping Paradise under control. Basically, it's a very generalistic map control strategy that he's employing. Well, Worm, I think he's trying to employ the same strategy that EO did, which is to kill Paradise only while
kill Paradise.
letting KCCO go.
Mhm. And,
That's
to
the
be
current
honest,
strategy we're looking at right now.
Yeah, I think like there's nothing wrong with that strategy. However, you need to consider that the match is 1 hour long and not 45 minutes long or 35 minutes, like 30 minutes long. It
About 2
worked
hours
in the
long.
very early game, but as the time goes, you're starting to lose advantages.
Oh, that might be reset on Hunter side. Yep, that's a reset right there.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And you also need to consider that Hana actually gets some really good RNG in terms of like mob spawn. He, from what I see, actually has a lot of striders fought by Hana, so that might also, lead him to the like. This might also like, making him on the lead. So
Let's see whether Hana can pick the snow without resetting. But meanwhile, we see Whim clearing out the Paradius side as expected because he needs to kill more Paradius for more points. But
yeah.
More Striders for Whim.
Striders. Okay, so we will see Hana be taking the KCCO territory relatively soon, either this turn or next turn. We can see him taking on of the KCCO enemies right now. I think it's the end of the turn, right? Is it the end of the turn? Yes it
the end
is.
of the
Yeah,
turn.
you should intro the KCCO next turn.
So now that Hana has got good control of Paradise Zone, I think he's gonna look more into KCCO, perhaps.
Yeah, like what I said earlier, he should be going to KCCO after this turn. Meanwhile, Worm, I think, is trying to clear out. Oh, look at those Striders, though. He's trying to clear out all of the Paradius as much as possible from now. Alright, so
I'm thinking here when probably next turn and a half, we'll have to start looking to the Paradise Zone or pray for boss spawns. And pray they don't walk away.
I think praying for boss spawns is a more inconsistent strategy you can employ here.
Speak of the devil, I think a boss is spawned on Hana's side.
I don't
think
see it.
He should be going for it.
Oh, that's the boss over there. Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the boss is spawned in a very awkward position though. I don't think he will take it that early. I think he will just leave it there for a bit because I don't think he will get the second boss spawn anyway.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I might be wrong.
Very unlikely that he
I would probably challenge that you are wrong there.
Say again.
I would challenge that you probably are wrong there.
We shall see. We shall see. But either
More
way,
Striders up top.
either way, he doesn't have that same setup as Hoshi had, which is the construction into Naito spawn into Naito walking into him.
That
Yeah.
was that was just interesting itself.
Yeah, it's literally luck of the century, having everything set up and have it
Having
walk
it
into
just
your
work-
event.
Yeah, having it just work the way you wanted. So now I think Hana is just trying to KCCO farm. Like, just farm everything, basically.
Yeah.
Ceia, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pose the question. So
Ah.
we're halfway through turn 4. I have seen little to no. Uh-oh, that's a notification.
Oh, what's the strange notification? What is that?
Oh, dear.
Back to what I was saying.
Oh, never mind. Back.
Why is Whim not moved really into the KCCO area at all? I mean,
well,
okay, now there we go. Now he's going to.
That's not.
But
what-
this
that's
feels
not-
this feels a little late compared to even Eoneo's turn. I believe he moved earlier in turn 4, late turn 3.
I believe Eoneo didn't touch KCCO at all. He literally
Did he?
just farmed
Yeah,
Paradius.
Eoneo didn't really touch
Okay.
KCCO, yeah.
You're sorry, brain. My bad.
So, yeah. It's Ian is doing his the strat. Ian's strat is basically to gain, to gain as much points from the Paradise zone and try to ignore the KCCO zone, while the CN strat is trying to control both at the same time while trying to ignore the zombie zone. Yeah. Which CN strat is much more hectic than Ian, like the Ian strat. Ian strat is much how is it, consistent, to say the least.
I wouldn't
Risk
say
higher
hectic.
reward, maybe.
I wouldn't say hectic. I think the CS strat is more high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But having that Gustav taking out turn 2 actually takes out the risk, if at all.
That would do it. Whim
Anyway,
thinking very carefully on that switch there.
very
And,
odd. It's a very odd strategy that I don't know. Is Whim gonna try to cap out that helipad he's standing on with that echelon 4, or is he gonna walk it out? Because that's a
Here
helipad
we
is
have-
small stuff.
Here we do have 15 minutes remaining.
Oh,
15
never mind.
minutes
Correct.
remain.
Anyway, this is a rather slower game, rather slower match compared to the other one.
Yeah, it's a much slower pace. Consider again the pick band. It's a big factor here because now that your option, like most of the options are gone, you have to play it a bit more methodically.
A bit more safer, rather. This is a more safer approach to this.
That makes sense. When you're out of your comfort zone, you go back to your comfort zone, make it work.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you play it safe, and you should be fine, you know? Well, oh, sorry about that. Let's see whether Hoshi will take on the boss now. He's
Yeah,
trying to
Hoshi-
set it up, I think.
Hoshi is going to take on the boss with this team. Huh.
That team is okay. It's not. I wouldn't say it's the best team to take on the boss, but
It should
you
be.
have to
it's-
roll with it.
Ceia! What
There
team
is
is
a-
that?
There is a risk of save loading, but at this point you really want to take the risk in order to get.
I think
this
it's okay.
bad point.
I think
Get
it'll
the
be. I think he'll be
bad
okay.
points.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
The
That's a
shield
pretty-
is most shield gone now. Some Holy Cross kiting there.
Yeah, so Holy Cross actually works here, like I said, because of
Yeah.
the skill actually having one of the clones targeting the backline, as you can see. Something's targeting CMS.
Yep, there you
So
go.
you
That little
wanna- Also, they have grenades, like you see what SA just ate.
they have. Wow,
Yeah, grenades.
Yeah, they have grenades.
that explains why I struggled on normal. Haha. Whoops.
Oh, there's a grenade into CMS's face. We shall see whether. Oh, this might be a.
A little bit longer.
This is trouble for a little bit of trouble, but I think he'll be fine.
It should be. It should
This,
be
yeah,
fine.
it should be fine.
No,
Oh,
no,
that
no, that's trouble.
stun.
That is
Oh.
trouble.
This is big trouble. The
That is
stun.
trouble, right?
Oh
No, yeah, that's not enough
Ooh,
DPS. He's
there's your
gone.
save scum.
That's a
I
reset
think
right
the
there.
true
There's
winner
your
here is
info.
gonna be
That
our
probably is the info. Yep.
the winner of that fight was
Uh,
loading screen.
Now that we look back at Whim.
Meanwhile, in Wimland, I think we are still looking at him thinking what he should do for this turn. So, what he could do this turn is to either expand more into Perdias, or just end this turn right here and wait for the
Is
next
that a
turn.
double save scum?
That's a double stage cut right there, yes.
It didn't load. Oh no!
Dear.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh
But yeah.
no!
pretty much Whim needs to decide what he wants to do right now. The time is ticking. It's like about
We
11
have
minutes left.
battle
into
Yeah.
the game.
11 minutes remain.
Yeah. And he needs to buy rations too. Rations.
Oh yeah, rations. I think
He'd be able to survive. He might be able to survive with the rations he has.
No, he's gonna.
It's
change
Wait.
going to really close. Yeah, no, he's going right back forward. Nope, I don't need no rations.
Forward. Fair enough, because you do want to like you do want to minimize the time needed to actually reach the boss to start the fight. Let's see.
Round
Okay,
2
so-
for Hana against the boss.
Whim gets the boss
Oh.
this time. So let's
Oh.
see what.
Double boss fight. Here we go.
Oh, he got a rifle team on it. Oh god.
Ceia, what does that mean?
This is gonna be interesting then. It's either gonna be that full wipeout that Hoshi shown us, or this is trouble. We shall see.
Oh. This could be trouble for both sides, I think, at this point.
Mhm. Would be
Handgun's
trouble.
doing some work, though.
And besides, both actually have three
Yeah,
mods
that's a
supporting
reset
it.
right there on one side. The QBU deactivated for the remainder of this fight.
Oh no.
Yeah, meanwhile,
Hana has
gets
cleared
killed.
it. Hana clears it.
Oh, never mind. Is War gonna do this? Is War gonna do
Has-
this?
I can't see the health bars. Oh, I'm colorblind. Uh-oh. This is gonna have to be, I think, a reset here.
Yeah, that's the reset.
This
right
hurts.
there.
This hurts. This hurts.
Hana is trying to clear board the paradigm.
Yeah, that's KO right there. Both rifles are locked.
Unfortunate.
I think he's saying a prayer. Oh, yep, here we go. Here's the reset.
Alright.
Yep.
That's a full retreat right there, not even a reset.
Oh, he full retreated.
Dear.
Oh no.
That's okay, because he saved the time for reset. He's gonna bring another team up there to kill it now.
That's true. That is true.
Right.
I don't think he expected to have that team take the
Yeah, it's
boss.
not intentionally. I think it's an accident.
I kind of saw that coming in a way. I think I had mentioned that. But oof.
Boss spawns can be very, very finicky in this ranking. So
How
Yeah, I
how
guess
much
it's a
is the retreat
fair
penalty? It's 10k?
10K.
Not 10k. Retreat is 1.5. It's not that bad.
Okay. Here we have Whim fighting some Doggo archers with Gustav in the background.
Yeah, the Gustav is not that big of a threat if you set it up like this. But can he clear the goggles though? He's looking for
Oh
the
boy.
goggles.
Oh, they're gone now. Well, two of them are
Ah,
gone now.
fine, he got it. He got it. Okay.
Yep.
He's got it.
That targeting. Woo!
Jeez. Now Whim. Now that it's the fifth turn for Whim, I think he would be sending another echelon to deal with the boss, which his last echelon left off. While I think Hana is trying to full cap the zombie zone. Yeah, from what we can see.
Yeah, the zombie zone full cap is actually pretty smart since you get 3k points out of it.
Yeah, and
At
the zombie
least.
fight generally just doesn't worth it. The point, you just don't get that much points. So
How many points for the zombies again? It's 5?
1,000-ish.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
1,000-ish.
it's just minuscule compared to Paradias or even KCCO.
Alright, I think
Yeah.
we're gonna see boss round 2 from Whim. Meanwhile, Hana has completed his turn 4. We shall see. Oh no, that's the bad one. Well, do you want to
Wait.
clear it? That's where M4 comes from. The Naito team
Uh,
walked into him. He's gonna clear
You
it.
know,
okay.
this did happen in the earlier skin.
Yeah, he's just gonna clear it so that so
yeah.
he's forfeiting the 15k. But he has 5 minutes left, so it's okay, I guess.
You should be able to
Plenty of time left.
do any.
5
do
minutes is
everything
not
you
plenty of
want.
time. 5 minutes is not much time at all.
Well, that's true.
It can go really quickly. Let's just say
That is very true.
It's not like it's not that there's little time, but like
I
it
believe
can go
Whim
really
cleared. Yep,
quickly.
Whim did clear the boss. Hana
Cleared it.
moves on to some Striders.
With ARSMG. Interesting.
Now that I think he fully controlled the zombie zone. I think he's now turning his sights back to Paradise.
Yeah.
Which is yeah. Paradise is like it's basically the name of the game for this 1 hour ranking, because
Mhm.
you do want to have a maximum score, and Paradise just gives a buttload of it for the first few turns. So
Don't know if you guys noticed that Whim is using Ballista.
no, I haven't.
Is that Ballista or Washington? Did I see it wrongly?
I think that's Mawson. You mean the
Wilson and Ballista, wasn't it?
probably? Yeah.
I don't know, I have to double
I,
check
did,
later.
I didn't take notice of it. Yeah.
Ballista is so forgettable that nobody remembers her. Thank you very much.
It's not. Yeah. He's like Ballista's on the same
Trouble
rank
up top.
Oh, that's a reset right there.
Oh yeah, that's a reset. Yeah. Safe load. Very unfortunate, but
Okay, so turn 5 end for Hana. This should be the turn whereby Hana takes caps off KCCO.
from now I think Hana would do is he should cap the now that there's only like 3.5 minutes left. I think he would like to cap the probably the command post from the KCCO, and also the surrounding helipad from the KCCO too. Also.
Yeah, he should be
And-
doing that right now.
And with the remaining AP, I think he would try again. He would just clear the Paradise zone again.
We shall see. He has not much time left.
He should be able to do these. And yeah, as you can see in the comments section, he only has 3 minutes left. Yeah.
3 minutes. He's gotten doggos.
And everyone is spamming in the Chinese. Everyone is spamming in the Chinese chat to capture point. To capture
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah, because he
I
has
think-
3 minutes
Oh,
left.
no. Whim.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Whim, no.
Oh dear.
It's way too close.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's.
Wob sweat.
Oh. Alright, 2.5 minutes left.
2.5 remains. I think when this start capping as well. He has not much time left. There are still structures around. Do you see the structure there at the bottom left? There's still a 10k waiting to be taken.
Yeah, there's still a lot of potential points that can't be taken.
Yep.
Time management comes into play here.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's
I guess,
panic now.
I guess I was
Panic.
right. Hana is trying to capture most of the the supply
KCCO.
nodes, the the command points, the tally
He's gonna
pads,
silver the map.
every single thing in KCCO. He's trying to silver the map in outer.
Honestly, I could see him probably silvering this map.
Yeah, well, he
Probably
will
not.
silver the
We
map.
only have like 1.5 minutes left, so
Yeah, Hana
no.
needs to grab
Yeah,
both,
that's true.
both
If he
supply nodes.
fed run the Gundam,
Whim is-
it's
I
doable.
think Whim has to try to do more kills, probably.
No, I think he needs to start capping. If not, he'll be behind in terms of you see that active turret there? You see the helipads there? You see there's a lot of stuff to do.
There's stuff.
There's still, like, a
1
lot
minute
of
by the way. It's been under 1 minute now.
There we go. We're down to the wire.
So,
Curiosity.
Hana is trying to do. So, as the contestants are trying to get the remaining points that are.
Okay,
yes,
well Hana
yes,
still has
at
that Hana still has that mountain up there. You see that mountain? You see
Yeah.
that yeah, that's 10k points right there. Waiting to be
So, yeah.
captured.
So both contestants still have some potential point yet to get. I think they are attempting to get it within the last 10 seconds.
10 seconds by the way.
Oh dear. 10,
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And timeout.
Hammer has
Hammer.
ended. Whim must. Yep. Whim has to end his turn.
We need Hana to end this turn, and Hana needs to end this turn.
Hana's timer should be out here in a couple seconds. He did have a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, it's yep. Hana's ending his turn. Same with Whim.
Yep. Hana's time has now expired. So it looks like Whim is going to wait.
Alright, so we're gonna wait for.
Yeah, Hana did have a time delay. No, it's fine. Whim. Yep, Hana's time has expired,
Yeah.
so he needs to end his turn as well. I don't know. There we go. Okay.
Both sides need to end the turn. Okay, we're
Yep,
ending
there
the
we go.
turn.
He ended his turn. I think there was miscommunication. I mean, either way, that small would have happened. So, what's done is done.
Both
Oh my god, man.
They both did it. They both benefited from it. Oh well, it's
Yeah.
fine. Everybody did it because Hana moved back to capture that command post.
So I think this is the last fight from.
Everyone that's
Whim.
like Whim cheated. No, Hana did too. It's a miscommunication, I guess, between.
Yeah, both.
Hana was not supposed to have moved back up. He actually stuck himself on that heliport below the command post when time had expired.
Anyway, I think that's time. Should be. And turn.
Okay, turn ends.
Whim.
Whim.
End the turn now.
Whim.
Whim.
Whim. You have to hit the end turn button, please. Whim. 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 The time has been expired. You end your turn. Hit the end turn button, please. Whim. 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 Whim, please.
Yeah, yes. Whim. It's time.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh my lord. I don't know. Technical difficulties, maybe?
Yeah.
I think it might be a little bit of technical difficulties there because he was frozen. Feels like he was stuttering in and out there.
Yep. A little bit of drama, but on both sides, so always fair game.
Alright, so Hana should finish his turn right now. He should have
86?
686.
It's 86. How much did Hana have again?
Hoshi had 7
Oh, sorry, Hoshi.
713? 714?
Yeah, 713.
Let's see. So, Hana's score actually was relatively on par with Eoneo's score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 660 something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Whim
with
has
528.
528. Yeah.
Whim ends with a 528.40. E.
Very unlucky.
Well, GG boys. That's all we could do.
Gee,
How? Well,
Ouch.
that was a good game, boys. I think we should move into our post-match, post-mortem discussion.
right.
All right,
Yep.
so it's 2-0 CN right now.
So what happened? Why does Hana has so much has such a big lead to Whim?
Okay, so from what I've seen, Whim is taking too much time thinking of what he needs to do. Also, the
Yeah.
like I said last game, the KCCO turned to Gustav
Yeah, and
kill frees up a lot of nonsense from the
Mhm.
KCCO side. You saw that Worm was struggling with the Tesla Trooper and Archer on his bottom left of his
Yes.
kill zone. You see those two there with the Gustav support there. He literally can't kill them. He literally can't kill those two right there.
Yep.
So those two are stuck there, and he can't move into that zone because of that.
Yeah, there's also the very unfortunate event that the boss decided to spawn right on top of the rival team, which makes his life much harder than what Hana has to deal with, which is spawning at like an awkward spot is always better than like spawning right into your worst squad. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that is true. That
I
is
think
true. That
that's
is
I
true.
say
also a
that
very
for
unfortunate thing. And besides, Hana has actually quite a good RNG in terms of Striders. He killed quite a lot of Striders from turn 1 to 4, from what I can tell. So that also constitutes to why he won that with won that so soundly.
Hmm.
I think looking forward to next week, Ian has to look and adapt to that turn 2 strat. They both did
Yeah.
it. We're gonna see that. I am sure in the remaining 3 matches. Uh, Ian can turn this around. I think one, they have to look to map control.
Uh,
Control lagged
to
behind. It wasn't bad, but it lagged behind. Map control is going to be number one, and number two, they need to expect that. And I think I would expect Ian's targeted bans to coincide with that.
yeah.
For looking forward to next.
Ian, yeah, yeah. As I mentioned, like during the match, Ian just doesn't have that much experience. Yeah, I mean, like, look, sure. I mean, Ian, like, sure, you could say Gustav Buck got fixed, but still, Cian has much, much more experience than what Ian, can ever have. Consider, they literally play this map for like, God knows how long. Yeah,
What Dick meant is, we only got this event on Tuesday, 24th. CN has played this enough times. They have played this multiple fronts. They might have multiple accounts to play with. They
yeah.
have more experience than EN. EN only have 5 days to prepare for this. So we should see more closer matches in the matches to come when EN has more time to prepare for them.
So at that point, it looks like we are getting some new information regarding our next week. So we'll be back here about the same time starting. There'll be one match to start with, so it'll be 7 p.m. Central Time. For week number 3, we have Shijun and Arcus representing Yen going head to head. That should be a very good match. Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
to briefly introduce Sujun, Sujun is one of the guide makers we have in CN as well. So he did a lot of ranking guides. He's mostly focused on ranking guides. He did a lot of openers. He did like one power to one, two power opener. Basically, he's the guy that optimized most of the openings that CN
Yeah,
in.
that's fine.
Then
So,
to summarize what Arcus can do, he's basically our theory crafter as well. He also has optimized some of our openings. So in a sense, it's kind of an even match.
and basically make less mistakes than this time.
Well, I think we know what's going to happen next week. Ian will have to adapt. We will see
Anyway.
Ian learn and adapt. Ceia,
Uh,
Diggith,
All
it's
right.
been a pleasure.
It's been a
Alright.
pleasure commentating for this 2 matchups. It's been really fun. Yeah, then I guess we'll see you guys next week then.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you guys in next week.
Have
Yeah.
a nice day.
Bye.